One Piece Podcast, episode 911 for the week of Monday, March 23rd, 2026. My name is Zach.
And my name is Ed.
My name is Steve.
And my name is Alex.
They're all here, all the hosts, for the first time in a while. Steve. But actually, how was Japan? Did you have fun?
I thought it was Japan-erific.
That's the kind of review I expect.
Any
from
cool
Steve.
One Piece merch?
Yes.
Oh, just only about
How much money did you spend?
like a carry-on full of just One Piece stuff.
Nice.
We have two very, very special guests, though, and we'll talk more about Japan. Don't worry, Steve. We will definitely. I want to hear every piece of merch.
I bought lots and lots of crap.
It's all good crap, and he also, Anyway, we have a very special guest translator for One Piece in Weekly Shonen Jump and Manga Plus. Stephen Paul's with us. How's it going, Stephen?
Very good. It is blazing hot here, which is not nice for March, but it's the world we live in.
And last but not least, really just humbled and surprised that he was able to make it being on the other side of the world at, as I put it, an ungodly hour, but this is no god. This is a giant. We have Brendan Murray joining us. How's it going?
Ahoy, what's up? It's going good, man. I mean, it's like 1 a.m. here, but I would wake up at any time of the night to read a new chapter of the One Piece with some buddies, because it's way better than power reading it on your own.
Yeah, tell me about it. I try doing that every day.
That's why we do this show.
Oh man,
Yeah.
And who needs sleep?
yeah. It's so hard to not just turn that page and get the next slice of the story instead of just waiting and drinking in that spread.
So we have you might be listening to this before our interview with Brendan, even though we recorded that already with Raphael. But Brendan, you play Brogy in the live action One Piece series that just came out on the 10th.
I do.
I don't know what to set you up with, because that could be a whole, 2-hour podcast. And
Listen,
it
man,
will be, I'm sure.
It requires no introduction. If you've seen a tall man with a large axe and a bigger beard and an even bigger smile, then you know who Brogy is. You met him on that fishing trip on Little Garden, and he's in this week's chapter. Which so you should maybe know who he is. He's the one with the horns. That clears it up. We're on Elbaf. No one has horns.
Well, I think there are horns on his helmet, right?
Just on the helmet.
I mean, especially not King Harold. He doesn't have any horns anymore.
Exactly. It happens when you get older.
Isn't alive. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The horns, yes.
Yeah.
Steve, I've only seen a tall guy with an axe once, and Steve doesn't have the beard or the.
Oh, that was in another episode of the One Piece live action.
Oh, I heard about that. Yes,
We'll get into that
doppelganger.
maybe
Yeah.
later.
Everyone has a doppelganger on the show. So today we're going to be talking with Brendan about chapter 1177. We also have some news we're going to mention at the top, but we have a hazing ritual for people who come on for the first time on the podcast.
Oh, yeah?
And there's only one right answer to these. There are 5 or 6 simple questions. Brogy can't be the answer to any of them. I'm just cutting that out right
That's
now.
fair. That's fair.
So the first question, who is your favorite Straw Hat?
Oh.
And don't let the actors get in the way here,
literally
I
the
guess.
most difficult. I think it's got to be Frankie.
Yeah.
It's got to be Frankie.
Good answer.
I mean, when you first meet him in a Water 7, you're like, this dude's cool. This dude is almost too cool. I feel like we might. And then when the story opens up for him to join the crew as the shipmaker, it is just too perfect. I mean, I think Frankie's my favorite. Everyone wants to
Say
love
less.
Chopper. They're like a little Robin or a Nami or like Sanji. They all have their moments, but Frankie, he's just super. Like that.
He did the
he's
thing.
my guy.
Yes.
Second question, who is your favorite antagonist in One Piece?
Ooh. Oh, but okay. So some people do flip flop. I mean, one arc they're
They
an antagonist,
do.
the next one they're the protagonist. I'll try and pick one that
I'll leave it
stays
subjectively.
subjectively. Ooh,
For you.
Listen, no, I mean, I'm gonna go with Teach. I mean, Blackbeard.
Oh, yeah.
He's compelling. I want to know. I want to know like how many souls are in that body, or how many different. How does that body work?
Yeah, cool shit always happens when he's around.
Yeah. So I think Teach is probably he's the one that stuck with me the longest.
Who is your favorite character that fits in neither bucket? So that neither antagonist or Straw Hat.
Ooh. Oh man. This is another tough one because there's lots of cool, like little ones. I mean, if Frankie wasn't a Straw Hat, it would definitely be Frank. It was Frankie for so long. But favorite who isn't one of the Straw Hats? Why? Why are you doing this? It's one of the small, like little people in a tiny arc who's got. You know what? I'm trying to remember his name now. The CP9. He turns into the giraffe. The guy with the other nose.
Kaku.
Mm-hmm. Kaku.
Yeah, that's a podcast favorite.
I think
one we really love
he's
here.
because when his fruit awakens and he's not entirely like sure of it, but he wants to be confident in his giraffeness, and the wolf guy just keeps giving him so much crap. I mean that is something that sat with me for a long time. I rewatched those episodes quite a bit, like 2 years ago. It was beautiful.
I look forward to live action Kaku one day.
Oh,
it's going to be something.
Dude, so much. And also just the chaos you could cause. Like if you just use the zone fruits
I
in
love
general.
the gag of him talking like an old man too.
Yes.
In Japanese.
But also just turning into a giraffe, like half giraffe at will. Like, just sticking your head out the side of a bus occasionally. Just any, you can turn any situation into a picture book.
Turning himself into a cube.
That's true. As all giraffes could do, I think was the joke.
When he starts using the neck like a piston, when it gets longer and shorter. I can't remember the name of that form because it was so long ago, but he does some crazy stuff. I think he's one of my favorites.
Pasta machine?
Pasta machine.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you're making me think of that cook on the train.
Wanze.
Wanze?
That's one of my least favorite.
Yeah.
That's one of Zach's least favorite characters.
So we're really covering all the bases. Yeah, can you believe it? The guy who has I'm gonna rephrase this question from how I usually do, because I'll say, like, I usually ask, like, who's your favorite obscure character, but I'll say, who's your favorite character who you think no one else remembers, but that like stuck with you?
Ooh. I think it's not a niche character, but it sits with me to this day. The warden of Impel Down, the poison fruit man.
Yes,
Magellan. Yeah.
Magellan. So it's not Magellan that I remember. It's there's the sexy subordinate, and then there's the co-warden. But there's one dude that yeah. Whenever he's in the bathroom, like there's someone around that, and whenever they make the bathroom joke, God, what is their name? Anyway, it's for me, Warden Magellan, and thinking of the dude who cleans his toilet.
Like Hannibal?
Yeah. That's the one.
Ice Warden, yeah.
It's just like who would do that job?
Poison crap? Yeah, that's
poison crap cleanup crew. You know what I mean? Like by the time you leave the toilet, it's clean. But you know what's going to happen.
What's nice about this is that you're also lifting up the sanitation workers of the world.
This is true. This is true. Having been to New York City several times, you cannot do it without the sanitation workers.
You're talking to a couple of New Yorkers.
Yeah,
or a former one.
Well, yeah.
I'm praising the sanitation workers. I remember the one time they went on strike. 6 days it lasted. The banks in Ireland went on strike for 6 months and eventually just had to come back to work because everyone got by without them.
You can't get by without that. Yeah, that's true.
No.
What is your favorite story arc?
Ooh, favorite story
arc. And I'm gonna cut out Little Garden.
No, cut out Little Garden. It seems like all the characters and all the things are coming around from there. So probably Eni's Lobby is the one that I enjoyed the most. And the reason I enjoyed that the most is Soge King and the way they played that. Just the outfit, when you watch the anime, like that intro to the one episode where it starts with it's like an episode of Soge King, and they've done the bad karaoke over the top. and that theme song. Like, dude, that moment where it's towards the end of Eni's lobby and you wonder how they're going to save Robin before the gates of justice. And there's that sniper shot from a distance and you're like, holy shit, it's Sogeking. And then he starts singing the theme song. I just, it was amazing. It was perfectly done. Yeah.
I wonder if Jacob's ready for that specific scene.
Listen, I wonder if we are ready for Jacob being Sogeking.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. His singing needs to be bad though for that. I feel like
Listen,
that is like one of the great things about that.
I think he could make it perfectly bad. Like that's the thing. He could find the bad way of singing that you love the most.
I know we talked about you acting opposite him a lot, so I feel like you would know better than most about that. Yeah, I'm excited for that. It's still a couple years, I'd say, away at least.
Listen, it's still a couple of years away, but I mean, you know, it's going to happen. It must happen.
It's going to happen.
I need live action Sogeking in my life, and then it would mean that we made it to
Eni's just
lobby.
film it like a tokusatsu show, like like it's Ultraman or something.
The last question. The last question is, what is your favorite opening or ending theme for One Piece?
From the anime, yeah.
Oh yeah, probably Blue Sky. I'm trying to remember like the actual name of the track, but it's the pretty much the only English words are right at the end. It's beginning arcs. Oh.
Do you remember when it was?
Yeah, I think it's before Skypiea.
Bon Voyage.
Could be Bon Voyage.
No, or Hikarie.
Oh,
is the other
Hikarie.
one.
There you go.
Wait, is it the one where it spoils Ms. All Sunday, I'll say? For those who are for some reason listening and don't
Well,
know
to be
that
fair,
way.
during that section of my watch throughs, I was normally like either making food or coffee.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it would be the 1.5 minutes that I actually got other stuff done for that roughly half hour of my life.
I get it. Okay, those are your hazing questions. I think you did well. I think we'll accept you for now.
Thank you.
No, but seriously, no, they're good answers. Frankie always deserves more love from Oda too. Frankie
Yeah. Do
always
you
deserves
have
more
a favorite Japanese like actor or voice?
Oh, voice actor.
That's a good question.
I do not know who they are, but the voice of Rukia's older brother in Bleach. Damn, what's his name now?
I was talking about performances in the One Piece anime.
Oh, in the One Piece anime. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
no, then
Hold on,
it's
I'm gonna
gotta
look him
be.
up.
It's
I think
gotta
he's
be
in One Piece. I just don't remember who.
Everything
he
is only One Piece. That's fine. That's fine, guys. Well, no. So then, my favorite voice actor in the Japanese One Piece, I think, the lady who does Luffy knocks it out the park.
Yes, Mayumi
yeah,
Tanaka.
of course.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think the swagger of the guy who plays Usopp, I dig that guy. When I see little interviews with him and like who he is as a person outside of it, love it. But
He's great.
Oh shit. Byakuya in Bleach is played by Ryotaro Okiayu, who is credited as Kizaru, so maybe it's Kizaru's current voice.
hey-o.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting. Yeah, because the other one passed away. Yeah, the first voice. for
Yeah, it's his
Kizaru.
replacement voice. And
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, that
Because
Wow,
everyone
so-
is an actor
there you
in
go.
One Piece too. That's why I'm like, you could even choose something from a different show. You'll find them. You'll find them.
Mhm.
Well, I'm just saying that voice. He was just so cold, man. He was so he played it so perfectly. That was a man of duty and a man of honor.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do
He's
it,
got
but
a
he
real-
had to do it, and you knew. Like it's
He's got some range.
It was flat, but there was so much depth to it. He played it so well, man.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk more about Bleach later. We talked about Bleach a bunch on the interview actually. So, well, there's always more time. I want to make some podcast announcements, including in addition to the interview we did with Brendan, we have more coming, and I'll announce some here. I've been announcing them not very slowly, but somewhat frequently on our social media. But we'll also have Mark Haralick, who plays Dr. Hiroluk, on. Steve and
Wow, his
Alex,
real name is too close.
I was looking up the term. It's called nominative determinism, as to like your name determining where you go in life. and that is definitely, he was just destined for
Like
that role.
Dr. Robotnik.
Like Dr.
Well,
Robotnik.
Yeah,
I think I think the joke I think I tried making in that interview was that Seinfeld reference, like, oh, if he was an ice cream man, his name would be Cone.
right. Yeah, there you go.
Detective, the library detective episode, Bookman.
Bookman, right?
That's like a season 2 or 3.
One.
Yeah.
That is an early one. Anyway, he was on Seinfeld, so this is related.
He was, yeah.
But yeah, Mark Herlick. We also have the singer featured singer on the Tony Chopper Am I Enough song, Aura, will be joining us, and Rob Coletti, who played Wapple, will be on. We haven't recorded those 2 interviews as we sit here now, but we're expecting those. We're recording those kind of soon, so yeah, keep a lookout for all those. And we had Mikaela Hoover, who played Chopper on our previous episode of this season. Please check that out. I think I mentioned
You said that was on YouTube when you talked about it last week?
they're on YouTube video. We're trying that out. We also have it's also wherever you get your podcasts, so all the other places too. And please check out last season. We've had like the executive producers of the show, directors of the show, makeup
Composers.
and hair, composers, lots of great OPLA.
Was that
there.
OPLA or on the podcast
OPLA.
proper?
OPLA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so check that all out. Hopefully we'll have like a full discussion on season 2, because I think we're all aching to like really go into it, which we haven't yet. But we can't do it with Brendan here because too many compliments specifically targeted to him.
No, that's okay. I can stick my fingers in my ears and go la 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 la. But
For sure.
Listen, I do know I know some things about other episodes in season 2. I've watched most of it.
I was going to ask if for those who have watched it, did they let Crocus be funny?
Yes.
Oh, they did.
Oh, good.
They did.
He's good.
But they didn't make him be funny, if that makes sense.
He just was.
Yeah.
He existed as funny. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I've got 1 episode left of the live action to watch, and I'm saving it.
Awesome.
Because I had to watch, obviously up to the beautiful "When Does a Man Die" speech, but that doesn't mean I have to finish yet. So no, I'm going to watch it on Tuesday. I wanted it to be a 2-week experience.
The thing I will say about I wish these were weekly episodes. Like, I know this is not on anyone in the production specifically. Like, it would be great to be able to like. I get around like we do for the manga chapters, like just sit around, talk about each episode as it comes out, what's going to happen next. I think most fans agree on that, but not that takes away from the experience, but that kind of sometimes takes away from the community aspect of it.
Yeah.
So hopefully in future years, that's something that could happen. But I will say, we're gonna keep that flame going for many weeks to come, because we have lots of great people to talk to. So yeah, check that all out on our website, YouTube, all of that. Subscribe to us.
Sorry, Zach, was there other news you wanted to talk about?
There was. Besides subscribing to us on patreon.com/OnePiecePodcast, where you could get those interviews early. Steve, we also do a sticker of the month crew. I don't know if you want to talk about is the poll still open? Oh, I guess it's the end of March.
Well, no, the poll is closed, yeah. But everyone's getting a Harold Emu Eating Faces party sticker if you sign up before the end of the month. So you have till March 31st. It's crazy. I do the Parks and Rec bit where I'm like, is there a March 31st or not? So I always second guess myself. But yeah, if that's a sticker you're interested in getting, you have till through the 31st to sign up for $12 minimum, and you'll get that in the mail.
Yeah, and last but not least, we talked about this a little in the Mark Herlick, like the in-between of the interview, but Chopper is now an official mascot for Doctors Without Borders, which is super awesome. Oda drew a specific image for it and everything. So yeah, that just good news. Like having good news. Like when that happens. there is like so much live action stuff that happened. The one I like celebrating the release of it that we just don't have time to go through today. But the one I wanted to mention,
it was in cinemas in America.
Yeah,
and it was in cinemas in America.
I was going to say, if you do want to watch it with people, that's something amazing they did this season, is having it in cinemas. I think they should have had all the episodes, but you put it out like I suppose.
I think
once
the first one was in it.
Yeah, I think the first two you could do.
I think you're in the second episode, right? Second and third, because the first is Logtown.
No. Fourth and
fifth?
I
forgot about Whiskey Peak. God.
Yeah.
I mean, how could I do that?
Fourth.
Yes, you're in the fourth. Yeah.
Fourth and
so
fifth.
maybe next. Put the Dory and Brogy stuff in
Listen,
theaters.
it's
That
okay.
should be on a giant screen.
One day,
I'm gonna say it.
I did get to see it at the little South African premiere that they did. Their screen was like, it was a 60-foot screen. So when he was in close up, I could see it. Right. I could be like, yeah, that's Brogy sized. That's Brogy sized. Take me there.
Finally.
Nice.
So the one thing I found is that in Taiwan they had a whole parade over the live action season 2 premiere. Yeah, and they had apparently Going Merry, Laboon, and Dory and Brogy statues paraded around. They also have a chopper crosswalk. So I'm like, so that's all I need in my life. I need more of that.
Listen, I don't think I'd be able to cross the road though.
I see
would
the
stop
giant
traffic.
Dory in the picture, but where is the giant Brogy?
Off doing the real work. That's where Brogy is.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the golden helmet. He's not the pretty one with the long silky beard.
Dory does have a nice silky beard. Okay, with that, I think we could get into some manga. You guys ready?
Yes.
Sweet.
Simba is very audible this week. He really
Simba's-
does not like the slates.
Simba's
I
such a
wasn't-
good cat, Steven. Nemo's been such a little shit lately.
Oh, yeah. Well,
He bit me in the face earlier today.
Oh my God, damn.
I'm sorry, it's objectively funny, even if it's awful.
Well, that's what you get for getting in his face and saying the baby sleeps in there.
Yeah, you've replaced it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, my cats will come and nibble on my toes between 4 and 5 a.m. The only hour that both of my children are reliably asleep.
Okay, my kid's about to turn 1 in a week.
Hey,
So I'm very
dude,
new to
you're
it.
at the beginning of a beautiful journey. It has ceased to be some kind of exotic pet and has begun to be a person. And I call it checking into the hotel, dude. You're about to have the most fun.
Awesome. Can't wait.
And
This is my exotic
cats
pet.
don't- my cats don't care about clout. They don't want.
This is the manga recap for chapter 1177, Furious. Oh, I'd be furious if you didn't read this at shonenjump.viz.com or mangaplus.shueisha.co.jp.
Where's Vin Diesel when you need him?
I don't know.
We need
Yeah,
the
it
fast
comes
chapter.
It comes
It's-
out legally for
Keep
free.
him away from this manga. He'll be like, "Oh, I don't." It's like, no, Vin Diesel doesn't get Tommy reversied.
He's always said that. It's available worldwide. Anyway, Ed.
Yeah, out of context.
Only if The Rock
yeah.
gets Tommy reversied first.
A lot of inside
out of
baseball stuff
context, this is a really funny conversation.
here.
I say
Anyway, you were
that for
saying.
every episode of the show. Ed, what's going on Oda's comment? What is he up to this week?
Yes. Oda is in his hard-boiled egg phase. The ones at the convenience store are so good that I'm having issues. And my issue is I feel bad for anyone who has to smell his protein farts.
Wow. You're right. That was TMI-ish. Or, well, for Oda, I guess.
I did mention before we started recording that I had gross thoughts about this.
And there they are.
Well, actually, me and
yeah.
my wife were having a conversation earlier that she posed to me. What is worse to watch somebody eat in public, fish or a hard-boiled egg?
Hard-boiled egg.
And this also includes the
Like,
smell
well,
too, like if you have to reheat fish in the
it
microwave.
I like fish.
It depends how
And it
public,
depends on
man.
fish.
Are we public like on a bus where we're public in an enclosed space? Are we just
Actually,
like
you know
are we
what?
in a
Let's-
park or on a mountaintop? You know?
Well, no. I think a bus is actually the perfect spot for this.
to eat some fish.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's
microwave
definitely
fish.
a fish. And is the head on this fish or off this fish? I
Oh,
would need
that's
to know.
the question. That's
Someone
the question. Is it
Just
filet?
eating straight out of a packet of tuna on the bus? That would be awful.
Oh God, yeah, no,
That's bad.
yeah.
The canned tuna, chicken of the sea.
And where did
Well, not even the
bananas
canned tuna,
rank
the-
on this list?
bananas.
Where are bananas?
Bananas are fine. Like they're handheld.
Bananas are fine.
They're a delight.
They are. Yeah. What is
No,
wrong
but
with
do you
you,
want to
Steve?
watch? Do you want someone watching you eating a banana?
Yeah,
Wait,
you know
wait,
what?
wait, wait.
Listen, man, there's places you can go where you can pay people to watch you eat a banana. If you,
It's kind of like how they have privacy areas for like feeding mothers, like little booths for people eating bananas.
Just
No,
a
no, no,
miracle of
banana.
nature.
You just buy
Just
like a
because I eat a
shame hood.
banana.
No, it's just a big hoodie you
just
put
put a
over yourself.
shame over me.
Oh my god.
It just says "Go away" outside. Bananas in
Like I just
transit.
I take my time eating a banana. I take my time and I make sure to eat it very seductively. It's not my fault if somebody else is, having an adverse reaction to it. I mean, yeah, exactly.
How far are we into this recording right now?
I don't know. I'm not keeping track. Anyway, what's happening on the
wonderful-
cover page there?
I could talk
Yes.
about that for a lot longer. Is the scary thing? Yeah, what's
Eating
going on
bananas?
the cover page? Yeah, I
Yes.
love bananas.
This is a reader request for Robin planting flowers in a bed dug up by moles by Mrs. Fuji. There's moles with the digging helmets and goggles on. One of them is wearing headphones that say Mogu on them because they're Mogura.
Yes, yep, that's right. Mogu or Moguda, which is mole. And you can also see. Although you can't obviously you can't see everything that is on Robin's shirt, but you can see the little bunny.
rabbits.
There's a little bunny rabbit, and you can kind of make out that in front of it there's an A, and then there's a GI at the end. Usagi is rabbit in Japanese, so it's presumably something Usagi.
And if you're a Sailor Moon fan, you'd already know that.
Yes, indeed.
Or was it Usagi Yojimbo? That one as well.
It also means rabbit.
I know. I'm just saying you'd also be familiar. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Fuji, for that. Really, it's an adorable one, and Robin.
It's very
would live
cute.
in
And
that house.
Robin's leggings are. I'm not sure what that's what is that?
Stripes.
Yeah, it's the stripes.
Alice in Wonderlandy. I guess.
Pippi Longstockings.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I also
That
like,
house is great, and I want to live there. Yeah. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
like how she's using a devil fruit to harvest some turnips in the background there. Or do you think she's planting them
Yeah.
and transport? I'd like to think she's taking them out the
Maybe
ground.
try- Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I didn't even notice that until you mentioned it.
And there's a straw hat on that one mole used in the traditional fashion as a
Yes.
farming hat. Yeah, as they often are in
Very cool.
every other
Yeah.
movie.
And you'll notice he's whacking those logs in. That's because it is literally whack-a-mole. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Why didn't I get
call
that?
it that?
Why didn't
yes,
I get it?
They do call it that in Japanese. It is Mogura Tataki, which means whacking moles. So.
And I was thinking, actually, I remember the scene with
Tataki.
when Frankie puts tea in his during Annie's lobby. When Frankie puts tea in himself, like, doesn't he briefly turn into a farmer with like a straw hat?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a straw hat when you're a farmer. That
And his hair-
explains Luffy.
His hair becomes the onsen, or is that the other one?
The wavy one.
Yeah.
Those. How many of those were? Anyway, this is again another topic.
Yeah. The other drinks were it was what hot tea and vegetable juice in Annie's lobby. Yeah.
Vegetable juice is the farmer.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, the hot tea was the gentleman, I think. The British.
That was the
yeah.
anime only.
Darjeeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm having right now. Hard Darjeeling. No, Alex.
Some hard D.
Yeah. Oh boy, you fit right in, man. All right, so here we are on the first page. Continuing from last week's chapter, of course, the mayhem that's happening here in the western village of Elbaf. Looks like the parents are still being the wounded are being tended to. The kids are being carted away. And Colin is totally enamored with what's happening. Actually, all of them are. I forget the one kid's name. He's got stars in his eyes as well. And he goes, "Whoa, the giant pirates are going to fight!" And this giant says, "Ooh, it's going to get hairy, kid. Inside with you. You're not allowed to watch this." And then there's this amazing panel of Colin's face, just totally fixated on the sword of one of the giant pirates. This is what he's been waiting his whole life for. So good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the demons in the background there, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's totally cool. That's such an awesome panel. And then we have this bottom panel here.
By the way, the kid, I believe, is Olav, who is Oimo's grandson.
Oimo's grandson.
We have a spreadsheet for this because we
Isn't that Shaky's
forgetting.
kid?
Colin is Colin's Ripley's kid.
Ripley.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, not Shaky, Ripley. Yeah.
Ripley and Scopper. Yeah. All right. So then we have this big shot of the turned Domi reversied giant pirates, and they're all waving their pitchforks and or their triforks as we've called it before.
Oh yeah, because we were having a semantic debate about that.
Yes. And they say, "Come back to us, captains. We've got ample strength and regenerating bodies. Enjoy the feeling of liberation unchained by any concepts of evil." And one of them stabs Dory. It just goes right through his shield and into his forearm. And he says, "Just feel this power, Captain Dory." And it just goes right through his arm. But because Dory is a total badass, he just takes it and he says, "Look how you submit to a new master. So much for the pride of the giant pirates." And this doesn't seem to faze these demons. And then we have
he's just very happy about the whole experience.
Yeah.
So wasn't the end of last chapter? They were killed, and that's how they're.
Yes.
Yeah. They were the way to unreversied.
The way to unreversy them is to kill them.
Yes. If you have an undying enemy, just remember to kill them. Yeah. And then it solves the problem.
Obviously.
Yeah. And look, and on an island where of war war addicted pirates, this is actually the best case scenario, I think.
It is, but we don't know whether you have to be Domi reversied and kill someone who's Domi reversied for it to work, though. Because we've only seen it happen with Dory and Brogy killing one another.
That's true.
That's
a good point.
So that's something that I've been ticking over in my head. I mean, I know the people on Reddit were going crazy about, how does it work, and what about rocks? And I just wonder if there's not maybe something specific about the bond that they have, or we'll see. We're about to find out. That's why I'm here.
That's why you're up.
Oh yeah.
So if you're looking at the spread, this bottom panel, there's the giant.
Poor Dory. He's got a living body now again, and he's been stabbed in the arm.
Stabbed in the arm.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a shield arm. I mean, come on. That's the sacrificial arm.
Well, now his arm can be a shield. If you're looking at this in spread view, this is really this is a fine paneling because it's sort of it mirrors the page next to it, because on that side you have the demon giant pirates, and then you have the regular normal but hardy giant pirates, and they're ready for battle. And Dory backs away.
Stanson there?
Yeah, Hyruden, Stanson, Dory, and Brogy, and Dory backs away, battle-ready pose, and he says, "You empty-headed fools should be ashamed of yourselves." And we go to the next page. Brendan.
Oh, okay. So in the top right-hand corner, Team Chopper by the lift on the Sun World. We've gone upstairs. Hey, stop this! We were comrades in battle. I can't attack you guys. DD Rhodes. All you see is a picture over the top of the canopy of the forest, and there's just a massive pirate ship wreck over on the right-hand side, and there's screaming and shouting and ka-ching, clang, roar, coming from within the forest. And I'm assuming now we go, yes, we do. We go into the forest, and there is Chopper. Chopper standing there.
That's even more wrestling references.
Oh, yeah?
DDT and Rhodes.
Yeah, absolutely. And so there's Chopper sitting there valiantly in his tiny little form, standing up for Rally, and the Domi Reversi giant pirates are coming. You can't attack us. Is that your excuse? And Kashi is also standing there. So don't worry, it's not just Chopper. There is also an axe and a shield in the way. You can't attack us. You can't attack us? Is that your excuse? Come to our side, Kashi. It's incredible to have an undying body. I mean, we all know we're all in our 40s. We have undying bodies. You say you can't attack
we're
us.
Not all in our 40s.
We're not all in our 40s. I'm projecting here.
Not yet.
That's okay, but it's
actually
fine.
I'm not yet
on
either.
to my 30s.
I'm at the very end of it. Yeah.
Some of us here.
Some of us here. And I was not judging by the video that I'm busy seeing, ladies and gentlemen. I was judging by those beautiful voices that have been honed over decades. Yeah. We've got another giant pirate. You say you can't attack us, but could you do it? Even if you wanted to, let's see you try. Yeah, I thought they all went away. Oh, wait, that's Chopper. Yeah, I thought they all went away. Be careful, Kashi. If you get surrounded, you'll be turned into a demon, too. Hardcore ellipsis. And Rally's busy sitting there. Yeah. Rally's, he's got 2 sets of IVs going in. One of them is dark. I'm assuming that's blood. One of them is light. I mean, that could be saline, but that could be glucose. That could be anything. Whatever's going to get Rally up in the morning.
Gravy.
It's Brendan. It's Gabon. I just don't want the.
Is that Gabon? I'm so sorry.
That's Gabon.
Yes. I'm sorry.
You can tell by his beard. Yeah,
that's true. This is true.
And his scar.
And his scar.
Well, actually, they both have those.
Really, I mean, if you confuse the two of them, they would like Zoro and Sanji.
Yeah, they get very upset. Yeah. I want them to be pissed at you.
I wouldn't want anyone to be pissed at me, and I'm so sorry. I'm just trying my hardest, man. But yes, no, thank you. That is Gabon. You have reminded me. To be full disclosure, I went away this weekend into the complete wilderness by the coast to try not to get any spoilers into my system and enjoy a lovely time with my family. So I did not even read 1176 today to remind myself.
No, you're fine.
All the characters' names. So listen, I know I'm treading on so many people's toes.
You're fine.
I'm here walking with giants, but it's fine.
If you're going to the coast in South Africa, watch out for sharks.
No, dude, I was actually in Hans Bay, which is the place to go to see great white sharks. Unless there are orca around, because they like to eat the great white sharks, and then the great white sharks ghost.
Good for them.
That's cool.
Dude.
That is really cool.
They'll swim up and they will just eat the liver, because a shark normally doesn't have a swim bladder. It's got a liver full of oil that helps it float up and down. And the orca know this, and they just come and they'll do in one bite. They'll just take the whole liver, and then the rest of the carcass.
Why are we talking about One Piece? I want to hear more about.
That's insane.
That's awesome.
They're too smart. That's what makes them scary.
There you go.
It's like Prometheus. That's amazing.
That is. Yeah. That's amazing. That is amazing. God, I got to get myself to South Africa for so many reasons.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Do it for Shark Week.
Do it for Shark. The Orca Week, really. I mean, let's get that going. True. So it's also, as we said, the middle of the night for you. So I don't think anyone out there is judging. I mean, it's the internet, so there's one person out there doing it, but don't worry about that.
There is. No, but if you live your own life, you might never read that comment.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You know,
that's I need to hang that up somewhere. That's a really good one.
But okay, on to page 5. Here's Gabon. Please, Kashi, you gotta fight. I can't. We've been friends for decades. Because he doesn't know that there's a way out of Tommy Reversi. I can't hurt them. Ka-chang, Kashi. Hey, Antonio, we've known each other for ages, but I got to get something off my chest. This is Brogy talking now.
Yes.
We've moved back to the giant fight. There's Brogy with his bruiser axe. Whenever you asked for hey, Antonio, we've known each other for ages, but I got to get something off my chest. Whenever you asked for a bite, you took half. Sorry, Captain. Slash. That is such a Brogy thing to do. And I'm busy looking in the background there. He has strapped his shield to what remains of the stump of his left hand.
Oh yeah.
Total badass.
I forgot about that.
He's bolted it on there. Oh man.
Are you ready to film this in 20 years?
I'm so ready. I've always been a righty, dude. They can save some money on the prosthetics.
Oda's a lefty, so I'm actually almost surprised that he went with that arm to cut off, but there you go.
I know, but at the same time, it was the arm. I think maybe it was the arm he picked up Emu with, and so it just worked well for that panel. And then he's like, well, that's the one that's got to go.
Works out for you, not for Brogy.
I do love this just because like we know about the Giants is their love of like dueling one another. They often have very flimsy. They don't need much of a pretense in order to do it. And so like the idea that he's searching deep inside himself for like what makes me angry about this guy, and he's remembering him eating half of his plate of food or whatever it is.
To be fair,
that's a real thing.
Do that.
I have like a ride or die buddy of 25 plus years who still has a thing, because apparently when I ask for a bite, I will take 2 bites. And like, for me, it's just, so when you bite a sandwich and then you've left like a little piece off to the side, I'm a gentleman. I bite that piece off. I don't expect you to eat that piece, but he sees that as a full second bite. And he and I we will die brothers, but we will never solve this intractable problem.
For me, my dad would always take when I ordered a milkshake as a kid, he would always take, I'm just going to have a sip, and then like 2/3 of it is gone. So he's allergic to chocolate, so I realized if I have chocolate ones, it doesn't happen.
That's so wise.
And that's my evil plan. That's my own father. Go ahead. Sorry, back to Giants.
No, so one thing I don't know about the bottom of page 5, it'll probably become clear, but I think it's still Brogy speaking, because the sorry captain doesn't seem like it came from the Domi Reversi guy.
I think it did. I think
that's
he's
the other guy. Yeah.
I feel like, but it could also be. Yeah, I suppose Brogy wouldn't be calling him a captain. Sorry, Gantonio, you're about to get got. On to page 6. Gungnir. This.
Oh yeah, that's Hyden. That was his finishing attack from Dressrosa.
That's right.
Okay.
Against Machweiss.
Yep.
Dude,
how do you remember that?
And then
I remember recapping that page at the time.
Yeah, that was his one move.
Yeah, that's his one move.
That's his
his thing. That's what he does.
He Gungnirs. And then we've got another one mover here. Ikoku sovereignty. That is Dory with his Terry sword slashing completely in half one of the Domi Reversied giant pirates. We do not know if it's going to bring him back to life though. Giant trauma. And that is, of course, is that
this one is Stanson.
That's Stanson.
Stanson with the big hammer.
The big, yes, of course. Sledgehammer. Giant trauma, which I want to think is trauma, but I'm sure our translationist will tell me that I'm just misreading my own trauma into it.
Stephen,
it is trauma is it actually exists in several a few different spellings in several Northern European languages. I think this one is like the Icelandic maybe is drum. Which I guess if you look at his big hammer, maybe that's what he was thinking of. But
perfect. And it could
make sense.
It could.
He also is a hammer cuts him in two, so that is also traumatic.
This is true.
Oh yeah.
This is true. And I mean, it may be a foreshadowing the drums of liberation. But then let's give it a full Norwegian accent. Giant trauma. Twa!
Very nice.
3-sword style. Nice. Red Ogre. We're here on a single panel hidden in the bottom left-hand corner, but it is definitely Zoro looking badass, mouth full of sword. And he says 3-sword style Red Ogre. Red Ogre, by the way, is Brogy's nickname.
I know.
So I'm very keen to see. Whoa! Mega Rage. Yeah! He slashes into a cross, a perfect little hot cross bun for those of you who are waiting for Easter to come up. But no, it looks more like the British flag, actually. He has slashed 8 times. 8 times, and look, I'm sure there's a 9th hidden there somewhere because it is the 3-sword style, but he is literally Union Jacked This dummy reversing pirate. We've got arms flying off. We've got a head completely obliterated, severed hands, shields fully chopped in half. These swords and Zoro ain't stopping for nothing. Now we're back on the ground. There's fire. There's death. There's tiny people running around. Terrifically fatal stuff. Don't worry. You guys won't die from this. And that's the biggest, loveliest giant in the world with that sword still in his head. Will we see him get dummy reversing so they can pull the sword out? We don't know. But do they seem a little too eager? And that's in a great little panel all by itself, double split up. It's like a visual ellipsis. I love when the panels break up like that and kind of like drift apart. They turn one thing into like a triptych. It just makes me so happy.
There's a lot of that this chapter too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we smash back to Team Chopper. We're back on the giant wreck. We're seeing over the canopy. Yeah! Run away, Kashi! I'm sorry. I can't do it. Oh, and Gaban has got his axes out. Shh. He looks badass. If I zoom right in the reflection on his glasses, I think I see some Domi reversing wings and things in there, but he's just so cool. He looks like a Woody Harrelson in Natural Born Killers if he had all the hair. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like there's just something about him. And then, oh my goodness, we're with Chopper. Chomp, crack. Oh my God. I think Chopper just took a rumble ball, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
There's no clear indication there, but I believe that is it 1, is it 2, or is it 3? We'll have to find out on page 8. We don't know though. Wow. We don't know. I mean, if he wants to get big,
we don't know.
There's only one way to get big real fast.
A rumble ball.
Overdose.
3 rumble balls.
Steve, actually. Can you fill us in?
Here's some clear indication. We see Monster Point Chopper on the next page, taking a swipe at this giant chef. Don't know if he's DDT or Rhodes or not. And he says, "Knock it off, you jerk." And this guy just laughs it off. He says, "Gaga, that doesn't even hurt. It doesn't even." And we see this little shadow start to peel off. He looks like something out of like Moria's Devil Fruit or something from the video game Okage.
Okay, I was gonna. Yeah, you beat me to it, Okage.
I love you, man. He falls on his back.
Timber and thwud on the ground.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, the ground just flips over. Excuse me. And to Chopper's surprise, he's back. But why? I would sure like to know.
Hey, it didn't take fatal damage.
No, this is very preposterous.
No, when you get slapped in the face by Chopper, it emotionally murders you.
Monster Chopper, yeah.
Chopper.
It almost seems like he's doing like a manzai, a gag slap.
It does. It's a whack. Yeah. It's a
It'd be more like it was backhand though. You'd be like, knock it off.
That would be funnier.
But now we transition over.
Yourself. It's like the airplane scene. It's just like everyone's slapping him. Anyway, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. It gets the demons out of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap the
We
demons
cut
out of
over
you.
to near Power of Christ. Maybe Chopper's a man of the cross in 2 ways. But we're near the Owl Library now, and it's a nice wide shot here as we see a big Zeus having a meal here, and he says, "Black balls, yum," and you can see a trail of those. I think we know who's feeding him. But then we get a close-up here of a beheaded Killingham here, who's gagged, but in one piece. That really doesn't do much, considering everyone's mouths are bigger than your fists.
I would love to see it, though.
He says, "Curse you fiends! Do you have any idea what kind of hell awaits commoners who dare to defy God?" And we zoom out, and it's Jinbei here holding him up by the hair. And he says, "Get your hands off me, you filthy fish!"
You damn dirty ape.
And Jinbei says, "When you're just ahead, all you do is bark." But no, Killingham proves him wrong by also proving he could bleh. And we could see here on this wide here that Frankie and Sanji are and have tied up Killingham's body parts very similar to what they did with Buggy way back when chapters just had 2 digits in them.
I was also thinking, I mean, since the live action is like on my brain because they have Buggy's head for like half of the first season. Like, I'm wondering how much of like a yelling, screaming head is on.
I mean, Killingham is he's tied up, but he's still bleeding. You can see that he's leaking somewhere.
Deservedly.
A lot of brand synergy these days in One Piece.
I bet you it's like on Oda's head. Also, the caribou being thrown into a barrel came to mind here with Frankie.
Love that gag.
Yeah, great run.
Don't have to ask Frankie twice to do this, but he says if we put him in boxes or something, that should keep his parts separate. And Sanji has a drag here and says supposedly there's a way to finish him off. And by the way, Zeus is still eating in the background here, being fed by Nami, and he's saying, "Thanks, you guys." Yeah, thank you, Zeus, for all your just being a spam attack these days. But Sanji continues, says, "So these are the knights who protected the Holy Land?" Is it still me on the next page?
Steven.
Oh, it's me. Okay. So yes, now we get some talking heads here of the characters in this scene as it continues. Frankie says, "I think we got too strong, Sanji. Luffy's an emperor now."
No such thing.
Yeah, no, though. Dangerous words to say around the author. And Sanji says, "Yeah, I like to believe that, but it's sickening to think that Elbaf was brought to its knees by this scum." And Killingham retorts,
"Scum indeed."
Yeah, he's worked his mouth. I was going to say mouth fold. His gag off. It's no longer visible. He's like, "That's right, maggots. Keep overlooking us." And then off panel, he is stomped for his trouble.
I didn't notice.
And screams. Yeah. Presumably Sanji's like stomping his torso or whatever. And Jinbei says, "Be careful. One of them is still unharmed." And now we see Nami is finishing feeding Zeus his fuel. She says, "There's fire burning all over Elbaf." And he says, "Sure is." Like, okay, that's a very helpful comment. Yes, I'm glad you noticed. So I want you to keep dropping rain on it. And he says, "Okay, will do." And so it sounds, it sounds like that will, that will be taking care of the fire issue.
Love his doofy voice, Zeus.
I do. Yeah, I did. It's in a bunch of panels here, but I do also like the chart, like the look at the chart. I don't want to say remains because most of it's still there, but the Owl Library and that whole area. To see the damage was done. Hopefully not a ton, but yeah. Sorry, Colin.
Yes, and then just coming out of nowhere here, and framed by an enormous, presumably dragon-related explosion, we get Loki and Luffy and Ratatosk, and they are all yucking it up. Doga ha 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 ha, and Luffy's going yeah, and the squirrel's going kudididi. And Luffy notices them down there. "Oh, hey, Nami, Sanji, Frankie, Jinbei." And they are all reacting with shock at the size of the dragon they're seeing. Jinbei says, "It's enormous, like a Neptunian." And Sanji is he's connecting the dots. He's like, "If it's with you, then is that Loki?" And Frankie is thrilled. "Oh, what? You guys are buds? Damn, that's cool." And Luffy is yucking it up. "Yeah, he's so huge, it's ridiculous."
It makes sense that Frankie has a perfect intuitive understanding of what cool is.
Yeah, I mean,
makes sense.
Frankie
buds
knows.
with a giant dragon. That is cool.
I mean, that's objectively cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the voice of reason speaks up, and Nami shouts them all down. "Are you all idiots?" and they all stop in their tracks.
You idiots!
And she points an accusing finger at Luffy. There you go, making friends with weirdos again. Which, of course, Luffy is always wont to do. She says, yes, it's nice that he's taking out the monsters, but the flames he's spitting are just making the problem worse. Don't you get it? So, yes, she is angry that he is just increasing the burden of work that she has to be responsible for doing. If you help the enemy burn down Elbaf, then what was the point? Get a clue. And they're all looking over like, oh, I guess she's right. They seem very nervous about that.
Steve, were you doing? You've captured those stunt doubles.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it. Fucking knew it.
Yeah. The equivalent of what SpongeBob and Patrick. It's like, we did it, Loki. We saved the city, and it's just burning. But what follows is undoubtedly one of the funniest things I've seen in the manga in God knows how long. I legit busted a gut reading this. Ratatask just patting a solemn kind of Luffy, realizing the mistake he's made. And just this is the format for many of memes here. Like, take your pick. First one that comes to mind is, even though it doesn't apply here, is we're gonna have to kill this guy Luffy.
Damn. He's gonna pat Luffy on the back like he's Warren.
I think what makes this extra funny is remembering that they're both extremely giant.
Huge.
Yeah.
This is a giant squirrel.
I know.
Cute,
it's a giant squirrel with giant Luffy, who is
on giant
really
Loki.
funny. Yeah.
I'm also glad Gearfit's Luffy's eyebrows can move, because it seemed like for a while they were stuck in just the
weird, angry
the
Kirby
Spock
mode
position. So I'm kind of glad.
And I don't know whoever said it, but it looks like Luffy has stubble or something. Gear 5th the Clock Shadow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess it's a
Joey
mistake.
pointing that out.
Yeah.
I think it's but
Your
pencil
Fifth
marks
O'Clock
probably.
Shadow is very funny, but yeah.
I don't know why, but I think he looks like Timothy Chalamet in that panel.
What?
I'm curious because I don't see the similarities
The
at all.
squirrel?
No, Luffy.
I'm kidding.
And I'm glad I'm the only one because, yeah.
And let's not overlook the little doll. His
It's
bashful sound.
It is an all-timer panel. Like, Steve is absolutely right. It is one of the funniest things.
He's making fire, of course. Maybe that's why you're thinking of Timothy Chalamet, Alex. I don't know.
He's making fire.
Of course.
It's because his body has the lineaments of an apex predator, but the eyes of a kindly woodland creature. That's what you're seeing there.
The squirrel?
The squirrel. It's all about the squirrel, guys. Come on.
It is. That's all I care about. The squirrel's adorable. I love the squirrel.
Honestly,
Anyway.
ever since he made his appearance. Oh, okay, Steve. I get it.
Alex.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Continue. I derailed this.
Yes. Then we got one panel in that page, so let's move it.
But on a dime, Luffy flips and says, I got yelled at because of you, Loki. And Loki responds with, I'm destroying the people who are harming Elbaf. Why should I be scolded by your crewmates? Ah! And just fires a mouth blast at him. And Luffy here going, That
is what he's doing. I didn't realize he's like doing that fake, like, oh no.
Yeah. And then he says, oh, it's just lightning. And Loki's like, why does it work on you? And something I didn't realize when I was reading on my phone this morning, that Loki has the little bug eyes.
Yes.
The
The tiny little... Yeah.
Loki doesn't read the manga.
Or he's never heard of rubber before. And I guess as Luffy saying, if it did, I'd whoop your butt right now. But a loud noise catches Luffy's attention.
I see
here.
Luffy was doing the kabuki pose there for a sec. When he was
it
getting
does kind of
look
looks
like
kind of
it.
like that. Yeah. I think it's the pretend. Oh no, I'm dying. Oh
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But over on Team Brook, over at Branch Route 8, this is Brook here pleading for Usopp here, and we see on the wide that he is smoldering here, clearly from an attack from Imu Gunko here, and Brook, who's pinned down by a sword through his chest, though he barely has one, being a skeleton. So it must be through the rib cage here. And he's pleading. It's like, you have to run away. I only did this for my own personal reasons. She's too dangerous. And he did kind of pause before he said personal reasons. So interesting here. And
it's for personal reasons. Yeah,
personal reasons.
Personal reasons.
And Usopp like picks his nose up from out of the ground, and he says, "You expect me to run and leave a friend behind, Brook? A real warrior doesn't run away." And we get a clear shot of Brook in his predicament here, and he's at a loss for words here. And Usopp continues here. He says, "I've been dreaming of this place for years, and I'm not going to humiliate myself here. More importantly, I'm furious. You see, Brook? These guys are disrespecting Elbaf, sneaking around, kidnapping children." He continues on the next page.
Alex. You're muted, Alex.
No, I know. I was hit the wrong arrow. All right, so he continues. "You attack the kingdom with monsters rather than using your own strength, taking over the minds of proud noble warriors and forcing them to kill each other." And Gunkimu, just sort of rushes towards him, and he says, "Your plan is scummy, cowardly, and cheap. Shame on black!" And gets a knee right to the face. Brook calls out for Usopp, still, still not doing too well. And it looks like Gunko uses
the force.
The force, or what do you call that thing that...
That's your answer for everything.
Yeah.
That's not how the force works.
Using the force, or
use
or
the forks.
What's the what's that technique that Goku uses at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, it is like that. Oh,
where he just sort of like hits somebody with air. No. It's like
it should be, yeah.
It's like literally just like an air push or something. I forget what it's called.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
He uses it on a bunch of dudes. It primarily uses it at the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai.
Oh, I think now his memory did it on Jason Birder, I think.
Yes. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing.
because you've watched that Toonami promo like several hundred times.
I did. I have some problems. I did watch those episodes 100 times too. Let's be honest. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so Gunko hits Brook in the face with the force, and we hear like a huge crack, like she just broke something.
No, those were my ribs.
No, my head. I need
Ouch.
that.
Ouch, my spirit.
Oh. You can break my bones, but you can't break my. Oh, you broke my spirit. Usopp continues with his determination, and he whips out his kabuto, and aims it right at Gunko and says, "Elbaf is a nation of warriors that have lived by their swords, their shields, and their very lives. If you want to rule over them..."
They have lived by their lives? Wise words, Usopp.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Just think about it. It's deep.
Yeah. "If you want to rule over them, at least have the pride to fight them head on, you coward." And this is a really great panel of Usopp's face.
Yeah.
Visceral.
The fake mustache, by the way, stays there despite.
I love it so much.
No, it's very good. It's just funny. I was thinking about it.
That's some good cosplay glue.
That is some very good costuming.
Yeah. So, of course, Gunkimu says, "One who rules does not sully their hands with such tawdry matters." And Usopp unleashes his attack, Skull Blast Grass. And it's really hard for me to figure out what happened here. Gunko, I guess, appears right in front of him, catches it.
Well,
This is
he hasn't shot it. So he says the attack, but he hasn't shot it yet, and he's right about to.
Oh.
And then she just teleports right in front of him, so that it goes off point blank.
I see.
Right
I
in
see.
his face. Yeah.
But it
And
also
she says,
it hits her too.
Fire.
You could see. Yeah, sorry. Now I get it.
Yeah, not like it's gonna do anything. Yeah, so you
Right,
know,
exactly.
right.
Poised on his own petard there.
Yes, literally, that is what that means. That is what that means. So he says
Alex
duck
is very
season.
happy you got that.
Duck season fire. And yeah, I mean we've seen this attack before, but this one's huge. It's gigantic. We see the giant skull mushroom cloud envelop the entire panel.
And with
then
the Brooke stuff, I feel like super apropos. Like I actually think this is a cool use of that.
And we see Usopp on the ground, and then we see Brooke with a sword. It seems to be gone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's elsewhere, but the two of them seem to be KO'd, and we see that Gunko is regenerating, not really.
Is she missing a finger there? Like, is
really
there a
giving a
finger
fuck.
coming back there?
Yeah, I think so, because she used her hand to, like, block it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the same hand she used to block it.
Yep.
Mhm.
So.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So yeah,
Creepy.
Emu Gunko like that honey badger. Don't give a shit, right? Like that's
true.
All right, and we move to the final
Last
spread.
page. Yes. We talk about the. How did you put it, Brendan? The split panels. You put it better than
It's
whatever.
like it's almost like ellipsis. You know, like dot
Right.
dot dot. Three things at the end. It looks like it's moving or coming and going.
I like
time
that.
passes.
Time,
I do
you know,
love that.
time is passing. You know what I mean? It could have been 3 panels, but it's just
Luffy
one
could
panel.
be wearing glasses to show that time had passed, but instead they cut the panel in 3. No, so we get a big panel of Gear 5th Luffy seeing the carnage that has ensued here, and I love that Loki is
What's our
the
Chalamet
background.
scale
Sorry.
out of 10 on this one, guys?
What do you got here, Steve?
I think we're low
Alex,
on the
I should
Chalamet
say.
scale.
Yeah, we're pretty low on that Chalamet scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like not quite Lady Bird, but we're not anywhere near.
Was that his face when he didn't win the Best Actor award?
He seemed quite pleased. Well, it does look
No.
like he has a little bit of a
The one
mustache, so
later
there
is
is a
him
little
during
bit
a
Marty
ballet.
Supreme there. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a little
God.
little gift of the clock shadow now only on the upper lip.
That's right. Yeah, so there's a little Marty Supreme there. Little Marty.
I love
Or,
the Gear
Marty
5th
adequate.
clock. Okay. I've lost control. I never had it to begin with.
I was gonna
but
say
it's yeah. Wow, you got that really quick. So yeah,
Say,
Loki.
we're just a bunch of energetic 40-year-olds, you know? It's in our nature.
We're 30 or 40 years old and we're energetic.
late 30s.
So
very late.
20s. We're like 17, right? And here comes Loki. I do love how just imposing and gigantic he is here. You also have Ratatasker on his helmet head.
Any other character would be shitting a brick if it wasn't for like what could be the literal devil of One Piece.
Yeah.
I would love to see like if the reaction were, "Whoa, look at that. A giant squirrel." And like that's the part they're like
a giant helmet.
a giant helmet. How do they do that?
Look at the size of that bandage.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
How do they wrap that? Who did that even?
He has claws. He has no opposable thumbs. Who wrapped that horn? Who loves this dragon so much?
I would love if Emu were just like really got into minutia, like what is it, CinemaSins, just like that's Emu, and that would make sense.
No, I would not like that at all.
No, look, it's a villain.
I mean,
Needs
Can't get
detestable
more
qualities.
of a punchable villain than that.
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's why I think that's great. Anyway, Gunkimu is looking toward the background here as Loki says, see, I always want to do the Pika voice here with the very high-pitched, but whatever.
Please don't.
I'm not going to. This is the one, the source of the hockey that reached the underworld. You see, I can't. And you have an actual ellipses here from Gunko. I do really like this panel. here. And
so is that Luffy was jumping down off of Loki's head or his back?
Mm-hmm.
Or from floating in the sky. It's really unclear.
And he lands next to Usopp and Brook.
He does, as he sees both having looked better in the past, and he says, "Hey, Loki, I'm pissed." And Loki loved this line too. Forgiveness was never an option. But Gunkimo gets the final Gunkimo, I don't know. Gets the final word here saying, "Thou canst obey or die. Nika, Nidhogger." Those are your names, right? "This battle will divide the world." And that closes out the chapter this week.
Before we kind of start discussing too much, I just have a question for Steven. Luffy's last line here, is that where we get the title of the chapter from?
Or was it Usopp?
No, it was from Usopp. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Because I was like, I forgot he said furious. I'm like,
pissed.
Yeah, I guess it was a good call not to call it pissed.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm even
the
a
birds
little
would be confused.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I'm even a little surprised that they let me put that in there. Just because, the standards that we work with on the print version of this is very different from the scripts that they use in the Netflix series. That's for sure. So just getting this level of fury in terms of the text is not always.
I don't think pissed has a ton of fury. I'm gonna just say that
it shouldn't be, but the
font is definitely angry.
Compared to everything else that we've seen in at least the Viz version, like this is, I guess, is this like in the Japanese version convey a like this is the first time you said anything like that, like the most
I
extreme.
mean it's a very visceral like you would be like I've snapped or like I've had it or something like that. Like it's not usually you don't hear Luffy say that really with that kind of directness. So. Especially with the way that it's presented, where you just kind of have like there's just two panels and they have like one word in each, and so I was like, well, I mean, this is the easiest way to convey that. So
maybe it's also another wrestling reference. This is referencing Lex Luger, who couldn't get a tight T-shirt off his body, and he said, "I'm pissed now."
I'm sure.
I'm just
I don't know.
And your t-shirts are too tight, Emu.
You don't even wear pants. Why would you care?
What is the thread count on this cotton? Goddamn.
Yeah. Emu is announcing Super Brawl Saturday.
So let's go around. That was just for Steve. Let's go around. Thoughts on the chapter. Brendan, let's start with you.
Hey man, I'm not pissed. I'm not furious. I'm glad. I'm so glad to have. It was very hard waiting a whole week, but I mean it's always hard waiting. But to have the break in between and then to actually have the fights progressing, things are moving forward. We've got Loki and Luffy standing there in front of Emu. We've got some broken friends on the ground, and that's always good fuel to get the most out of Luffy. So I feel like we've taken a nice big step forward. We haven't really figured out exactly what's happening with Domi Reversi. I think some people were busy hoping that we'd get a little deeper into like the mechanic there, but it's definitely that that flip tile game. So is it that they die, or was it because they fell over? Like that dude who got slashed in half. We didn't see them turn back into their giant form. So I don't feel like we really know how that Domi Reversi is getting Domi reversied. But I do such beautiful panels there. I mean the stuff with the giant, as you were saying, the giant pirates on the one side, and the Domi reversied pirates on the other. Beautiful little moments. I could sit and look at a bunch of them. You called out that one with Ratataska standing there with his hand on Luffy's back. That was awesome. But there were some other ones that were just gorgeous. Just if you have the time, zoom in and just look at it one panel at a time. They are like the gnarls of the grain of the wood in Brogy's axe in that one panel when he's busy slashing forward. I mean, I could look at that for ages, and I just hit my microphone. I was so happy. But I'm stoked. I'm thrilled. I'm gonna have to wait another 7 days before I get another dose, but I'm definitely gonna go back to read and reread. I'm glad that they're not setting fire to Elbaf anymore as well. I was wondering with Loki, because he's taking out big giant things, fine, but he's using these huge area of effect attacks. And I was wondering whether that was going to decrease the stability of the tree or not. But it looks like the tree is still rooted. We're still all good.
Well said. Ed, did you have thoughts on the chapter?
I just wanted to say I'm so happy that Usopp is getting involved in this. Like his anger is visible, and him trying to directly attack Gunko like that is he's a brave warrior of the sea.
Yes.
It's typical brave warrior behavior. Usopp talking about how I dreamed of this place and you disrespect it. And I understand his offense. And I appreciate his bravery attacking like that.
Yeah.
But that was the biggest, because we've been talking about this should be Usopp's arc and hasn't really been, but he gets to stand up like this and look cool. Even if he does even if he does blow himself up
accidentally.
Which is classic Usopp as well. You know, the harder he tries to fix it, the deeper trouble he's going to get into.
Now I'm just imagining Luffy going there and just seeing Usopp there after being blown up. It's like, classic Usopp. Yes.
Dude, that was such a cool panel as well.
Yeah. Steven, thoughts chapter?
Yeah, it was quite an action-packed installment. A lot of fun stuff here. I guess since I didn't want to derail the discussion, I could say here that I took extra long to do this one specifically because of some of the attack names. We did get a big kind of string of them, and Zoro's in particular is another entry. So Zoro has obviously he's been around since almost the very first chapter, and he's had so many different attacks, and they come in a variety of forms, and they have certain patterns as far as how they're named. And one of the things that he is known for is having these like food pun related attacks, and unfortunately most of them are kind of untranslatable in terms of English, so they usually get turned into just kind of like, all right, well, what's a cool attack name. But for example, his very first attack is onigiri, which is like demon slash or something like that. But if you know Japanese, an onigiri is like a rice ball with a little bit of seaweed wrapped around it. And so he's always had these kind of silly secondary meanings to it. And so in this one, the red ogre part, I don't think that didn't strike me as being related to anything aside from maybe a slight nod to Brogy's nickname. But the one that I translated as Mega Rage when he actually does the attack was very creative, and in Japanese it was Okomega, and so it was the kanji that he used were anger and large or gigantic, and the oko would be angry, or part of the verb for to anger or to be angry, and then the giant one, he pronounced it mega, as in like mega, as in huge, as in very large. And so it kind of reads as like it's like saying big mad or something like that. Like it makes something kind of slangy. But it also includes okome, which is the word for rice, or like uncooked rice, or just kind of food in general in Japanese. And so I like sat there for hours just like, okay, so it's got to be big, angry, and hopefully there will be some pun involving rice to go along with it. And eventually I just had to throw in the towel and say, you know what, I don't think there's a way to do this. And so we just have Mega Rage, which just sounds, imposing and badass and stuff. But alas, this is the sort of thing that happens with Zoro every now and then. But that was your little translation minute there. Otherwise, yeah,
Arigato gozaimasu.
very cool. You're certainly welcome. Very cool to see the Straw Hats in particular getting so many chances to shine here, especially Usopp. I definitely agree with Ed. You know, we were all expecting this to be Usopp's arc, and so I think seeing him stand up and really speak on, the idealization that he has had of Elbaf and the way that that's been mocked by all of the stuff that they are doing to Elbaf, I think it's a great moment, and I'm sure that this is setting up, the classic, Usopp being even more incredibly badass than you could have imagined. I'm very much looking forward to seeing where we go next with him in this battle. So very, very eager for that. And that's all I have to say.
Yeah, it's one of those things again. I feel like Oda probably has OPLA on the brain, and Jacob, we talked about it, Brendan, I know in our interview a little bit, but like he really kicks it out of the park. That's not how that metaphor goes. But
I mean,
yeah,
you could
really
kick it out. You might break your foot, but hey, if you kick it out the park, good for you.
I know you're a rugby player, so I don't know if you would kick it out of the.
Oh, are you?
You can't. Yeah. I mean, I had to choose between like acting or rugby because I couldn't go to rehearsals and practice. And I was just like,
Wow.
okay, I've had knee surgeries and things before.
Yep.
I've broken a lot of bones. I've had a good time. Let me see if acting is more fun. But yeah, man, I played a fairly high-ish level until I was about 24, and then I had to stop.
Wow, that's far out.
Yeah.
One of my best friend plays rugby locally, and he's been doing it for like 20 years.
Yeah,
and he's had like 3 knee surgeries, and
absolutely.
I've been to my fair share of games. Yeah, rugby is wild. That's
but it's
so
also
cool.
so much fun. It's as close to literal warfare as you need to get.
Well, I mean, I've been to the drink ups afterwards, so it's definitely very much in the same realm as Elbaf's
absolutely
whole thing.
No, that's the one thing I must say about rugby is it's war. It's like organized mayhem and warfare on the field. But the moment you step off and you get a beer in your hand, that's just another dude who plays rugby. He loves the thing that you love almost as much as you do. There's very few other people in the world. Yeah.
When you play rugby, you could be angry that they stole half of your sandwich or whatever.
You can't. No, you must especially be angry if they stole half your sandwich, but you're going to settle it on the field. You're going to wait until he catches the ball, and then you're going to tackle the crap out of him. You don't tackle the crap out of him. You wait until just that perfect moment, and then you pounce. Take his joy. Don't hit him when he's down. Hit him when he thinks he's up.
Sorry, I got anyway. My point was, I'm glad Usopp is also getting this moment. Steve,
yeah. Dude, I didn't want to say that in my thing as well because I didn't want to try and say absolutely everything. But Usopp, my man, I'm really glad that he's showing the backbone that we knew he had. Some spine for
say everything. I mean, we don't know how to stop talking, so it's fine.
I don't.
Steve.
I feel like there's so much I want to say this week. I mean, also because I think I've been gone for a bit, but I think Oda was particularly cooking with this chapter. There's so much that I enjoy from it, just from like the technical aspect alone. Just the artwork has been very clear. I think part of it is just the use of just filling in blacks with a lot of this stuff. Pages are just feel a lot more clearer. Like I think Loki in this dragon form being like all black is very striking, and I think it really helps just sell just like how ferocious and how powerful this form is. And it's just something different that we haven't seen. But I just think the pacing has been phenomenal in this chapter. I think action is clear. You know, even if like reading this on a phone, I felt like there wasn't a whole lot of moments where I had to zoom in on something. I think he just did a really great job of just moving this along and knowing when to like zoom in and then when to reveal like stuff with like Killingham, and just like the gag with Luffy after getting scalded at. It's like just really good. And then like even like the last spread is like, I think he's just getting better with demonstrating scale, which I think Elbaf was severely lacking in those earlier chapters once we got out of like Legoland. But like, and not just like the literal scale in the One Piece world, but having like that big panel of like Luffy reacting to the sight of Usopp and Brook being down side by side with just like this panel of how huge and fearsome Loki is. It's just a really good chapter, you know, and not just for its like, you know, the contents within like the text. It's just the artwork is really good this week. But within like the context of the chapter too, just the Straw Hats are doing stuff. And I think it's like, damn, this is what I've wanted to see in the last year. And I knew I was hungry for this, and like, damn, did I just get like a Michelin star like kind of meal out of this? Like a lot of the Straw Hats are being used to their strengths here, like mainly like Luffy, Usopp, and Nami here. Nami being the one that has to scold everyone for being stupid shonen characters, just pulling a Man of Steel when they really, you know, got to dial it back a little bit. I really enjoyed that. The gag with Luffy is like an all-timer. I really hope the anime knows how to pace that. Don't try to milk it too much. It's just boom, boom. Don't set it up too much. And Usopp kind of having like a moment parallel to his in Alabasta. I think a lot of people have just been clamoring for like Usopp needs to do something in Elbaf, and I think we realized that we've been away from these characters for so long that I think you just have to be a little bit more patient. And yeah, he got a little moment here for sure, and hopefully he's not done. But now, like the fact that we have Luffy and Emu facing off here feels like this is a big deal. Luffy's not gonna get like stuck in a chimney or something again, or hopefully not. This feels.
Where's the chimney coming from? Is the question? Yeah,
big chimneys in Elbaf. You know, there's definitely a big enough chimney for him.
Yeah. Wait, no, Zoro was in the chimney. Luffy was between two buildings.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Luffy was stuck in between.
Cinema Sins kind of, yeah.
Or just Luffy gets eaten by
snake.
By a snake.
Luffy gets eaten by Loki on accident. So,
oops.
Yeah.
Oops, all Luffy's.
That could happen.
Oh, you do fit in here.
That was the tea party.
Whole Cake Island, yeah.
I did enjoy the references, the wrestling references. DDT is a very famous wrestling move. Rhodes is a famous last name.
Steve,
you might have heard.
No, can I just say with DDT? I mean, the Will of D makes that. I was gonna say the Will of D. What if you have two? It was confusing as someone not familiar with.
No, I wonder what's gonna come up here. Is like the Stone Cold D Stunner, Power D Bomb.
But Rhodes has Dusty Rhodes, or there's more than one Rhodes?
Yeah, well, Dusty Rhodes, and then currently one of the top stars in wrestling is Cody Rhodes, his son. Okay. But definitely, Oda's an old school guy, so he knows who Dusty Rhodes is. If you're not familiar too, I think we talked about this off mic, but like Brogy, his axe is the Bruiser axe, and Brogy sounds like Brody, as in Bruiser Brody, another infamous Gaijin wrestler that Oda probably certainly saw on TV or something back in the day. I was trying to remember, and like Hansen, Stan Hansen, Goldberg, Bill Goldberg. I don't bother listing off. Don't bother telling us in the comments that we missed some. I'm sure there's a bunch I'm missing. But...
You mentioned that one.
Yes, sorry. Thank you. Sorry, also snapping is not appropriate on the podcast. I apologize. Yeah, there's another. Yeah, Gantonio, who
Giant
looks a lot
Antonio.
like. Yeah, the more that I look at him in this panel, he kind of looks like me here. Because I was about to say, yeah, that's a reference to Antonio Inoki, a very famous wrestler. And even if you're not familiar with wrestling, you might know Antonio Inoki. Probably the most, I think, famous Inoki reference in anime is Jonochi, more famously known in the States as Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! That weird face he makes with the chin, that's the Inoki chin.
Yes.
Yeah, Antonio Inoki, hell of a clefts on that man. And hell of a jawline on this individual too. So there's undoubtedly 100% a reference to him. So that's Steve's Turnbuckle Corner. That's our new segment here. Tales from the Turnbuckle. I'm here to help, but fantastic chapter. What a great one to come back to. I was very excited to read this. I was excited after reading this. I'm really looking forward to seeing where things go from here. Even though like I'm getting a little less miffed about Domi Reversi just being easily reversied, but it seems like there's more to it because I don't quite understand what Chopper did, unless it's just you hit them so hard, which makes my eyes roll a little bit. I'm kind of hoping there's something more to it.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's got to be something special. Because otherwise, why would they be so? I mean, I feel like if that was the punchline, he wouldn't have left off with everybody being confused and not having an answer to it. So
yes,
we're definitely being set up for something.
Alex,
yeah. Since we're talking about that, I'm just going to go right into that. At first, I wondered like if Emu is sort of gearing up for like the big battle now, and now is de-domying, like peeling off the demons just so they can like
that,
like maybe this chef character was the first to get domied, and we may see more after that as Emu builds up their power. But this could also just be a Chopper thing. I think somebody mentioned on Discord this could be like a human fruit thing, like it slapped humanity into whatever demon is taking a hold of the giant. So I don't know. This obviously is more questions than answers, but I think it's interesting that there's more than one way to undomi or reversi. Okay, I think we talked about this at the end of last week's chapter, but I was really pumped for the next chapter, this chapter in particular, because I knew that there was going to be violence ahead. And I like how everybody just gets punched and cut in half. It's so funny. Like that's the fact that Iron can punch somebody in half is really funny to me. I don't know. It's just yeah, sure, that'll work. Yeah, Zoro's move really, really rules. Yeah, seeing Jinbei, Sanji, and Frankie like have little like moments. Like I miss talking heads like that. Like we have like close ups of their face, and they're just sort of hanging out. Like it's nice to see that again. I think like I got a little burnout after God Valley because it was so long, and we hadn't seen our friends in so long, and now here they are. I like that Zeus has like 2 brain cells. It's so funny. Yeah, the Nami bit was really great. I don't know. This was a hell of a One Piece chapter, guys. It just felt like One Piece to me. Usopp's moment was really, really fantastic. We've all said it. We were all kind of waiting for it. And in moments like this, when Usopp's on the ground, as we've seen before, honestly, like, yeah, he's definitely not done. I feel like these are the best moments for him to lay traps, or to like, yeah. And the fact that him and Brook are there are very. It seems pretty intentional, and for what I'm not sure yet, but I'm looking forward to what is coming next.
Yeah, I'll make my thoughts short. I was looking back. Chapter 1150 is when Domi Reversi was introduced, so I was checking to see if Alex's theory checks out. Brogy was first, obviously, and then Dory, and then a bunch of random or random people, I guess. So we don't really have an answer there. I don't see the chef. Anyway, this chapter, yeah, I agree with what's been said. The pacing, I'll say the pacing in the arc is probably very good. We don't really know the full extent to like what Oda is planning here. And I'd say also, so I forget when we mentioned this, but the idea that Gunko, yes, is probably the main big bad here because they're, literally, Emu is within them. But I do like the idea of this fight being getting Emu out of her. Like we talked about, I don't know if she'll necessarily get a quote unquote redemption arc here, but I do very much look forward to seeing what exactly was going on with Brooke. Yes, I don't want more flashback, but if it's a Brooke flashback, I would be happy to see that. So I guess, Gunko is inhabited by like the big bad of the series, so I shouldn't feel bad that Usopp and Brooke are on the ground in pieces or whatever it is. But I feel like like the Usopp, I feel like we really got what I wanted here, but Brooke, I feel like got sidelined a little more than I would have preferred, and I feel like that's kind of a result of the pacing, but I don't know. I'll hold my thoughts to the end of the arc, basically, to like, okay, did they do Usopp and Brooke justice in this? Yeah, I don't really know if I have much else to add other than this was a really badass chapter. I don't really know if there's a better way to put that. Yeah, and I love seeing Killingham getting stomped. Like, more of that, please. I don't know if I have anything else, like, really. Yeah, I think you guys have said it all. I'm looking forward to this fight. This won't be the fight with Emu, but this will be Luffy's introduction to Emu as a character. Presumably.
Yeah, this is like as soon as Luffy finds out Emu's whole deal, that's the true beginning of the end game, I think.
I think we're there. I mean, yeah. I mean, the end game could still be many years, and it will,
of course. Yeah,
but this fight, like she said, this fight will divide the world just into the two factions that will contest the final fight. This fight's
reminded me.
Not going to split the world in two.
So this is our Infinity War.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Without
the
portals. Without the portals.
Yes.
You reminded me that someone on our Discord, I think, mentioned this, but the dividing the world in two, I think, was something Jarl said during his speech as well. Like this is. Here's a question. Do you think it's literal or do you think it's metaphorical? Like, it is One Piece, so it could 100% be a literal, like, we're the battle, or I guess the war maybe she's talking about here, but what do you think she means by this?
You mean like how the red line divided the world in two, that kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Like, is the red line perhaps a result of some big old fight back in the day?
It probably is.
Or it's just a more metaphoric. Now we're going to decide who looks cooler in a silhouette where you can just see their eye. Is it Emu or Loki? Like, who gets the black panel with the single eye? Exactly, Loki looks cooler. She's been replaced. He took her thing and does it better.
Oh, that's what it is.
So
only one of us could be silhouetted.
Exactly. Only one of us can be Midnight and pitch black and
Obsidian.
Super cool. The Obsidian. Oh, I love that. So yeah, I think it's not the end. It is the precursor to the end, and I think you're right. The moment Luffy clocks to everything that Emu is up to, just subjugating all those people all over, like just the opposite of freedom. You know, it's going to peak fairly quickly, and I think, you know, Go will be strong, Emu's strong, but they'll end up facing off somewhere else. You know, the real Emu against Luffy.
Steve, Alex, any thoughts on dividing the world or on the chapter? Okay, we'll leave it there then. We're gonna try and get through some piece together. Brendan, if you want to go to sleep, you can. I don't want to keep you up too much longer.
Yeah, listen, my kids do wake up in 2 hours, so alas, I'm gonna have to ring off because I've still got a dad tomorrow. I've got to make lunch boxes. I got to get them into school, but this was absolutely amazing, gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Wow,
very tickled.
Listen, I'm tickled pink, and it's just nice. It's nice to read a panel by panel with people who appreciate what's busy going on. Oh, it's glorious. I can't wait because my boy, he reads it, but because of the ultra violence, I got a couple of books in Japanese, so he can't read the writing.
Implications.
The implications. So he's like, Dad, what's happening here? And I'm like, well, it's okay. That's just a little garden arc. That's a dinosaur being chopped in half. It's okay. But one day I hope he and I can sit there and like go over week by week, page by page.
Yeah,
otherwise I'm just I'll listen along with you boys.
Of course. And where could people find you or
just follow me on Instagram. I'm terrible at the business of doing business, but as soon as I have new stuff out there, I've decided that's where I'm going to put it. So there will be films and TV shows and short films and all sorts of things. But right now, it's all about One Piece, baby.
And if you want to hear more about Brendan, we have another half hour with him this Wednesday.
We had a little chatty chat.
Patreon.
Which my 2 little children also interrupted at the end. Because, you know, that's the thing. One is always pulled back into the more important things. But it was a joy to be here, gentlemen.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Brendan.
This is the Piece Together segment where we take your questions, comments, theories, and if you don't have any, I'll slap the demon straight out of you. Let's start with our Patreon subscribers on Discord. Alex?
Dispease.
That's it.
Yeah. Yes, this is Dispease. We got a bunch of them, so let's start them off strong.
By the way, we have Brendan left and Ed left, so you're stuck with Steve, Steven, Alex, and me. Just letting you know.
Yeah, lucky you. Anyway, it's Big Mike, and he says, I'm very happy I got to see Nami in a bikini for a few seconds in the live-action series.
I regret this already happening.
I didn't read these beforehand.
Yeah, you
I'll
did
admit,
not.
I was getting worried they were going to cut out the fan service of the women and only show off the men, and I was going to have to watch Lara Abova's skinny dipping scene from the movie Honey Don't and pretend it was Robin. But fortunately, the lovely Emily Rudd was able to depict the dreams of men, and it makes up for Nami not getting her shirt burnt off in the little garden, which created a plot hole. Oh yeah, the plot hole, because that's how she got bit by a mosquito, and even Dr. Kureha mentions Nami being exposed in the little garden. Yeah, this is the real reason I wanted to see Nami shirtless and any other fan service, because it's necessary for the plot and not for any pervy and impure reasons. Anyway, what original or altered scenes in season 2 did you like the most, and what would you have liked to see what was cut out in season 2?
Hey, that's a great question with an awful comment.
Hold on, I was typing. What's the name of that movie? Honey Don't?
Yeah, it's one of the Coen. One of the Coen brothers, because they split up. It's apparently not good.
I will say the one thing I will say is that there definitely is more male fan service in the live action, which, you know what?
There's a lot of it this season too.
Yeah, there is a ton.
A lot of abs. Yeah. Abs everywhere.
You know what? It evens out the anime, I think. It
Luffy's meat juice cut.
You really got to lean into the Plinkett voice
out.
when you read these for Big Mike.
Mike.
We got to do a full season 2 discussion at some point. It's been just hard to schedule for many good reasons.
I mean, we could just do lightning round. You know?
Yeah,
sure.
But with the lightning
round, and this is like going to be spoilers for season 2, I guess. So if you haven't watched it yet, don't
listen.
Skip ahead.
Fast forward 2 minutes or so. Yeah.
All right, do it now.
All right.
Or else I'm gonna start yapping.
Okay.
I like Bartolomeo's inclusion in Logtown. I was skeptical at first, but I liked it.
Agreed. Yeah, Steve.
I like it. I like it in principle, but I didn't like the way that the actor played it. It didn't feel like Bartolomeo to me.
You needed that New York accent that you
Mr. Luffy.
He needs
that you kind of
something.
coined.
He needs something. Even if he's not the Luffy fanboy, like he needs to have more character than he did in those scenes. But you know, like in terms of lore, like I get it. I think it works well.
Sorry, this is just gonna. I don't want to start debating stuff. I just think you didn't need to know too much about him. Just know that he's just some street punk from Logtown.
I mean, that is what he was.
The hypothetical Dressrosa. That's because what's his name? Gats is gonna like spiel a bunch of exposition about Bartolomeo. Save it for then. Then it's back. Oh, this is what his reputation is, and then. So I can understand your grievances.
We'll get to that. Alex, what about you? When
yeah, I mean, I feel like they pretty much played it pretty true to what the original was for the most part. Did I like the most? I'm coming back to the Zoro Whiskey Peak fight. I thought the fight was really awesome. I thought that the choreography was really fun. That was basically like a Wild West saloon fight. But what I thought it was missing was, I mean, I do miss a little bit the fact that the fight goes through the whole town. But given limitations and stuff when filming and stuff, I think having it go up the saloon was a pretty fun way to kind of circumvent that. I do miss the moon scene though, where Zoro's in front of the moon and he's like, "I'll take you on Baroque Works." Like that's
you want the moon?
Yeah, I'll give him the moon. I'll slice the moon for you, Baroque Works. So I did miss that.
Why the hell was I thinking of that recently? I'm like, what was I thinking of One Piece or was I thinking of no, I was thinking of Majora's Mask. Oh, you want the moon? What am I? Put a big evil face on the moon and make it crash into this town.
I'll say Buffalo Girls. Maybe that'll help.
Maybe that'll
Buffalo
get the hell
Girls.
out of here. And
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I think that was a fun way to circumvent that fight, not spanning the whole.
Sorry, Zach
whole
just
town.
leaning, like he changed the setting on his chair so he could lean all the way back and just be like, Jesus Christ.
Let them get it out of their system.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Anyway.
literally slinking into it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, and I think that Wapol having a big monster army was kind of fun because it gave everybody else something to do.
Agreed.
That probably was my least favorite. I don't know. It felt weird, like unnecessarily. I mean, I guess it's supposed.
It was grotesque. But when you hear the description of Wapol's powers, it does sound grotesque.
It's
but
grotesque.
I was just like,
yeah.
I guess like if they look too goofy, then like you wouldn't think that there was stakes. And I'm talking in terms of the live action. It's. I guess they had to look kind of scary. Otherwise, they'd just be like, well, look at these weirdos. Yeah.
I think that was my least favorite change, I'll say. And I think the reason is, and he was this a little, but Wapol should be really inept. He should be, I mean, he thinks he's strong, but he isn't, like his power could be formidable, I suppose.
Well,
but...
I do feel like the live action though makes a little concession as far as anybody that Luffy's fighting goes.
Yes.
So I'm not like, I don't think that was a problem personally.
On the good end of thing, like a good changes. I think the Bartolomeo, I agree with Steve. I think the way you put it when we talked, Steve, was like it was really adorable at the end when he like looks in the mirror. Yeah, I think I like it. I don't really care if it's Bartolomeo. Like if it, we're never getting Dressrosa. Like that's not happening. And if it does, I'm not gonna be very interested in that season.
Isolate the audio, and then like 7 years later, like
Look, I could be
Oh, we got
wrong.
Dressrosa.
I'm just.
It's time to review the Dressrosa season
Look,
of live action, fellas.
I'll say I've
Take my
been.
Metamucil.
We've talked
I'm
about
taking
how.
that like now.
Oh,
God, I
Metamucil.
am basically 40.
Yeah, we're all 30 or 40, and we can't. Anyway, I think about that a lot.
We were all meatwads. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all.
That's right.
No, we're all shakes.
Shakes.
talking
Oh, that's right.
about-
It was
No,
He's
no,
talking
shakes,
to
yeah.
meatwad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am
I
30 or
feel
40
like
years old.
I'm
and
30 or
can't-
40 years old. Yeah, that is. I've
Yeah.
felt that way for many years now. Anyway,
Yeah.
what was I? We were talking. There was actually something I wanted to say. Oh, I've been watching a lot of those, like the cast talking and having fun, because those are actually just really fun videos to have on in the background usually. Although
yeah.
sometimes a little stupid. But McKenyu said something like, they were talking about Wano, and he's like, yeah, when I'm 80, I'll look forward to getting to that, because I think like Emily or someone
That's
else
funny.
said, yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, they finally are admitting that this
That's
is
very
like
funny. That's very good.
they may age one day. I mean, I know if anyone won't age, it's probably that group, but yeah, no, it's a shame they can't, but limitations of real life. What's next, Alex?
Oh, Stephen, did you have?
Oh,
a
Stephen, yeah,
bit?
did you?
No.
Cool.
Okay.
Great. Sailor Karna says, "Hey OPP, what it do? What it do? I want to give an update on my Demon Nuggets watch through. We are currently on Punk Hazard, and she has learned a most valuable lesson. Caesar Clown's a dick. She has my full permission to proselytize.
Proselytize? It just
Nope.
it means just to
I don't
tell
know this word.
everyone. Yeah.
Ah.
Just
It's
it's like someone in the
Proselytize.
Latter-day Saints would go up.
Yeah.
to
Ah.
the
They
door
use
door,
those words
like-
exactly?
proselytize to the world that he's a dick. Hope you have a good week, and I can't wait to listen to the OPLA episodes. Thank you, Sailor Karna.
For
And
a
now
minute there, I thought Demon Nuggets. I'm like, spicy chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I was thinking of some chicken nuggets there. Yeah.
Nuggets that got Domi reversied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kirby, that's not
Revert-
right.
Yeah, I want them to do that to McNuggles. To McDonald's McNuggets again. Because I want them to be dark meat again. So maybe Tommy Reversi would.
You've been hanging out
Fix
with
that.
Sungwon a lot, haven't you?
I'm pretty sure McNuggets are just slurry that they put into bread.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
like white meat slurry. I want them to be dark meat slurry again.
I never liked McNuggets.
Can you guys stop
Reverse-
saying the word slurry?
Little Lisa slurry, right? That was a-
McSlurry.
God. Reverse Skull Blast says, OPP, where did Loki's bandages go? Anyway, what about his helmet? Actually, what about all of his clothes? Oda's going to get yelled at by the PTA because of you, Loki.
Are we
Yeah,
getting only SBS questions this week? What is happening?
This is essentially what the SBS is.
It is.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
I didn't notice that like that until we saw the close up of Loki on the last page where like you can see like the metal plate from the helmet like on his skin or whatever. I was like, what the hell? I didn't even realize that.
We've talked about that, but it is weird.
It's kind of wild. It's almost like I don't know if it's like if it's
Attached to his
cool
head.
or lazy. I'm trying to decide.
I think it's cool.
But either way, I like
Why not both?
earlier. I'm gonna, Steve. I like what you said earlier in the manga recap at the end when we were talking about like our thoughts, and you really brought up this hasn't really ever been done before with a character Loki, this big dragon. It's,
Never
It's
seen a big
obscured.
dragon in One Piece.
No, but I'm obscured by all the ink that Kubo Tite was hoarding.
Oh yeah,
all
I
these
was
years.
gonna say.
yeah.
Now that we can rag on Bleach again,
I guess he needed to do it because the horns were on Loki's helmet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it through the helmet. Like, how does he?
no, it's
I don't
through
know.
the helmet. Yeah, no, those are real horns. They're just
Well, he's like Elmer Fudd. He's a spear magic helmet. It's magic helmet.
magic helmet. Yeah.
Trabrow. I am bad at reading these fucking names tonight.
I am bad at reading.
I'm just Trabrow.
Chabrowgerla.
Slay, it's Slay. Says, hello, my fellow slapping doctors. What a great chapter. Man, Usopp was so great, and it's so nice to see that Oda can bring it with the humor multiple decades later. Not sure why they thought gagging killing him with that piece of fabric would do the job, especially when he has sharp freaking teeth.
True.
Anywho, do any of you have any crack pop theories in the series that you'd like to share. I have one myself. This may seem out there, but I feel like there's some evidence pointing towards Usopp and the one and only Sogeking being the same person. Love to hear yours if you have any. Thanks and have a great week.
Is this like wrong answers only?
I think this is just any. I am actually out of theories this week. Plumb out.
I mean, the ones that I have for this week are mostly ones that have been talked about, because I don't think there's like anything except for the Domi Reversi stuff. There wasn't, and that I don't really care about. What we've talked about, like the levels of theorizing that we all like doing, which is mostly not a lot, except for me, I think probably. But like that's not the kind I'm interested in as much. That's like short term. Like, okay, how does this power work?
Oh, sure.
Like that, I'm fine waiting and just seeing. As I think Brendan said, going out and, forgetting about the chapter and the internet does wonders. But like the big overarching stuff, like the very last line, dividing the world, like that I'm interested in. I don't have an answer for that. I don't even really have a theory for that, but I am interested in, there's definitely something there. That I need to think on more when my brain is, intact at some point.
Well, I can follow Slay's lead example here. And I do feel there's just a hunch that I have that this Emu character, I kind of feel like they are real super old.
Might be the way they talk, perhaps. They talk like they're
kind of fishy.
They talk like they're in Hamnet.
Wait, does he have a fish? Do they have a fish head? Is it Oda?
I do think it would be funny if it looked like Fish Head Nami or whatever.
Yes,
like what?
That's been a theory.
Or I'm sorry, that Luffy thought that Fishman looked like.
Or the statue in Skypiea. I still
the statue
really
has
to look
that,
at like that.
I mean, that has merit. I think
it does.
that has.
I think it does have merit, and it would be hilarious. I think like really Loki funny. Looking badass does, and I don't think I thought about this. I'll say, does make it much funnier when he does have fault faces or like reactions like this. It is funny.
Yeah. Actually, I think here's a crackpot theory. I'm just gonna throw this out there now. That Emu looks like he looks like so shitty that he looks like one of the personifications of like the weapons that Oda draws in the SBS, and that he used to be a weapon himself. Like that's why he looks so stupid.
Oh my god!
Like Emu used to be a sword, and he's a person now, so he looks like a stupid asshole.
You know what?
So there's a theory for you. There's a theory for you.
Can't rule it out.
I don't know if it's probable, but it's definitely possible.
Okay. Shall we go to the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
It's from Sheepman, who says, "Howdy, OPP. Y'all think that the Straw Hats talking about putting Killingham in boxes was inspired by OPLA Season 1 when they did the same to Buggy? I can't recall if that had been done before in the series. Speaking of OPLA, y'all will probably discuss a lot of it eventually on the podcast. I don't think I'm spoiling anything if I mention how awesome it was to see Usopp meeting the Giants on Little Garden and how well it lines up with the current manga arc, especially this chapter. Hopefully Usopp will have more to do in this arc. Also, please vote Nico Robin to #1 of the World Top 100. I don't think the sway of votes from my friends' Discord chat is enough, but maybe the podcast has enough." Well, you heard it here, folks. Make sure to vote for Django on the World Top 100.
No, what you meant is Dr. Fishbonein / we have a lot of...
Where's the list? I'm going to read the list again.
I'll get it. I have a lot of them here.
Don't forget Pearl. I don't think Pearl's on that list.
No, Pearl is not on that list. Kind of weird how that happened.
From Nisekoi. Everybody vote for Nisekoi. I'm just gonna straight up say that, like, in the original manga, they did that with Buggy's body.
They did.
So
yeah, I will say, given what we know about the way it works, I don't feel like that should have worked with Killingham. Like, I feel like he should have just, like, if they cut him in pieces, he should have just like regenerated, just kind of did that little weird effect that they do or something and come back together. I'm not like, pissed at it or whatever. Like, it's fine as a way to incapacitate him, but it did seem a little like,
So
he's thinking a little too much of Buggy.
Well, if they also do it with Summers, then I'm even more cool with it. It's got to be consistent across all.
So our endorsements for the WT100 don't include any of the Straw Hats because they're fine. They'll be fine. Okay?
They'll all be fine.
These characters may not, especially Dead Grandma or Babaru, who is dead. Strawberry, Peek at the Crotch, Hamlet, Dr. Fishbone,
Hamnet, not an character in
King
One Piece
Bao,
story.
Mogura, who is the mole character who is the personification of Katakuri's sword. Who we also have we have Josh, even though he could not make it here today. Josh
the cat.
The cat. Oh, right. Yes. Charlotte Moscato, Minister of Gelato, Calicoach, Flapper. Don't forget about Flapper. And Orlumbus and maybe Pearl. And Nisekoi from Nisekoi. Yeah.
Was Bluno from the bar on our list?
Oh shit! No, he wasn't. Bluno from the bar is also a
Bluno
he's too big. He's over.
Yeah, I think he's fine. Yeah.
No, he was in Film Red. He's fine. He's doing quite okay.
I do like how much that's caught on because really, I don't know if it was the translations at the time, but that is
Bluno from Film Red.
They always just say Bluno from the bar. I'm like, who remembers him from that?
Lightsabers.
What's wrong with your face?
What's next?
That would be Cramfree Bogart, who says, Ahoy OPP banger chapter as always. God, everything with Loki, Nami, Luffy, and Ragnar was an absolute riot. And ooh, that Usopp speech. I'm so proud of my brave warrior of the sea, even if it didn't work out for him. Heart. My question this week, do you think if he used his mind powers, he would have GUKG, God Usopp kills Gunkimu? Have a great week and keep up the amazing work.
Was that an onomatopoeia you used this week, Stephen? Because then
yeah. Now I'm gonna put that in as a sound effect, and people are gonna be like, Stephen Paul might have done that unintentionally.
Oh God,
Stephen Paul definitely did that intentionally. We know that.
Zoro kills God. It's still the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is very funny. Does they know?
It's so funny. It's years old.
And as we know, Zoro did kill Kaino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I think Usopp still has a part to play here. Are we next one? Shall we go next one?
Next one.
Wispy says, "Hey OPP, do you think we'll see Usopp get Domi reversied, finally making good on his lie from Arlong Park and turning him into Usopp the Demon King who commands an army of demon giants?" And then they posted a panel from the Arlong arc where he says, "They call me Usopp the Demon King, and kings tremble at the name. Flee now and live. I have 8,000 hardened killers behind me." Man, I hope that doesn't happen, but Oda hasn't done the thing yet where he's made... I mean, he definitely, skirted around the fact that Doflamingo could have done this and made Luffy fight his allies.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll do it.
I don't know.
I'm still hung up on this great adaptation of one of the fishermen saying "Hoosla."
I was gonna say that too. That's so funny.
It's a good one.
In 2026, the year of blank slop being a pejorative term, like him saying "who slop" is so funny as a reaction.
Who slop is what you'd call Dr. Seuss AI. Yeah.
Who slop? Is that what people are describing the latest season of Doctor Who?
Oh, that's so funny. Or if Ryan Judson made an AI Knives Out. Who slop done it? I guess I don't know.
Was it stop one earlier? Go ahead.
I mean, that's my letterbox review of the 2000s Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Who slop? Yeah. Okay, can we go on a little tiny tangent about the Jim Carrey Grinch? I don't fucking get love for it. I don't understand why people like it.
Alex, because no one needs to
they were
talk
children
about it.
when they watched it, Alex. That's why. It's not that hard. They were children.
The Grinch doesn't need to have a compelling backstory. The fucking point is that he's an evil fucker. Okay,
Alex,
anyway.
If you don't read the next question.
Are you going to turn this car around?
No, we're going back to Winnipeg.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's the last one. It's Vegapunk's hairstylist.
Okay.
Vegapunk's hairstylist. Have they been on the show yet? I don't know. Anyway, they
cut
say
off the whole top. Is that the problem here?
I guess so. Ahoy, OPP. Though it doesn't need to be said, banger chapter, as is tradition. My question actually pertains to the OPLA interviews. Will the interviews have any form of spoilers for the real series? I have a lot of friends who are only watching the live action and are interested in the interviews, but I don't want them to get spoiled on the story. Thank you for all that you do, and I look forward to the incredible podcast episodes to come. Netflix has nothing on the OG One Piece podcast.
We'll talk about that in a second.
That's some
actually,
good butter right there.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Can I just say, the part I am most upset about with the quote-unquote official One Piece podcast.
Oh, here we go.
Quote-unquote. Here I go on my rant, guys.
We haven't heard this yet. This is great.
Maybe I do want to hear about the Jim Carrey Grinch.
No, I'm buttered up, as you just mentioned. It's late. Shut up. We've been doing this for almost 17 years. No, the part.
I'm glad we talk like it.
The part I'm actually upset. I'm just loopy at this point. The part I'm most upset is the you've heard this before, is that they call it a podcast. It's not a fucking podcast, okay? It's not. But otherwise, it's great. I am legitimately happy it exists, and I do mean that sincerely.
Brand names, Band-Aids is the brand name. They're called adhesive strips.
There you go. Okay, am I being that person now?
And they're called records. They're not called vinyls. While we're at it.
Oh my God! Thank you.
But come on, a podcast is not just something that is exclusively available on Netflix in video format only and released all simultaneously. That isn't a podcast. That's a behind the scenes featurette. That is what that is.
Somebody tell Joe Rogan, because all of his podcast episodes are they're all just video.
Joe Rogan is as much a podcaster as something that's not a pod. Anyway. Wow. I'm gone. Guys, parenting destroys your brain.
And you're about as much of a writer as
that guy
doesn't write.
The one who wrote that
it's
thing.
The pen that couldn't write.
You guys kill me with the freaking Doctor Who thing, and then the Whoville, whatever, the Who slop.
Vegapunk's hairstylist, thank you for the lovely compliment.
Yeah.
That is a good question, though, you had there about the OPLA series being spoilery, potentially, that I just completely went off on something that made no sense.
You should give them an actual answer, because this is important.
I can't remember the previous seasons. Maybe someone here could attest better. I think for the most part you're good, and if we do spoil, it's very, very vague. We did one for the Hero-Look interviews.
Any of them.
When we interviewed Mark Harlock the other night, I did mention vaguely that I alluded to Monster Chopper.
But it was like a
vague thing, like, oh, you should, well, in the future, this happens, sort of. I mean, you're not off base. I think I said something to that effect.
I think that's the level of spoilers you'd get. It's not really like, oh, and then he goes Gear 5, and then this happened, and then well, maybe next time.
We didn't ask Hero-Look's actor what he thought of Dressrosa.
No.
Oh, that was the first question I had written, but I avoided it for some reason. Talked about Star Trek Voyager.
That's true. That happened.
That did happen. You'll see. I'm trying to think. I don't think for the Chopper interview
no, not at all. Mikaela's interview was not. There's no spoilers there. I wasn't there for Brendan's interview, and when we interview Rob, I'll make sure not to say anything spoilery.
Brendan's might, only because I was asking if he was caught up, and we might mention that get to Elbaf at some point. But I mean, that also should be pretty.
That's hard to escape.
We knew that way before we did get to Elbaf. We're gonna get there. That's gonna I think that's your answer. Is probably not. You're probably fine, but
probably fine.
Yeah, there might be one or two little things, if you're really purist about it, but I think you're fine. That's it, right? For
yep, that's it for this piece.
We're gonna wrap it with this piece because we've been going long today. So we have some stuff to do on the other end here, including the latest results in our tournament. Thanks to Ken for putting together. Right. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna get right into that after the break. This has been episode 911 of the One Piece podcast.
You did it this time.
I did it. I had to. That's the number it is. It's number 911. How do you say it?
Where were you when the One Piece podcast dropped, episode 911?
The second episode has hit the airwaves.
There is that one person who's going to be really angry at us.
I was trying to be so like on the rails just to land this episode, just get it done.
Damn
it's never. I know I'm loopy now.
You're
too, so
I guess you're keeping this. He's keeping it, folks. He's keeping
Delaney, it's your call. This has been episode 911 for March 23rd.
Saying it.
What, 9/11? For March 23rd, 2026. It's a number, Steve. Be more mature about it.
This is the only time you've ever said it like that, though. It's usually episode 910.
Yeah.
Next week, it's going to be episode 912. This is the only time that you're ever going to say
maybe I wanted to change it up this week.
It's not like at the beginning of the manga recap. This is chapter 1117.
Hey,
that is not what this one is.
Starting
9/11.
9/11.
That's like 1177. Sorry. God, there's too many chapters in One Piece.
You broke me.
Fuck me.
This is episode 9/11 for March. No.
And he does it again.
Delaney, put this at the end of the episode.
Okay.
As a little treat.
Yeah.
For that
what,
one
am I
guy.
actually doing a real one?
You should.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
do a real one.
Okay.
Say 911. I know.
Oh, come on.
Look, you got it out of your system, Zach. You got it out of your system.
No, I haven't. My system is gone. 3, 2.
You want me to fucking say it?
You want me to? I'm fucking walking here. 3, 2. This has been the One Piece Podcast, episode 911 for the week of March 23rd, 2026. Huge thanks to Brendan Murray for coming on. Again, our OPLA interview with him is this Tuesday on Patreon, Wednesday everywhere you get your podcasts, and you get to also see our lovely faces with the OPLA interviews, including Alex's wonderful zoom-ins on Zoom. So that's fantastic stuff. You could check that out. Mikaela Hoover, we just interviewed, that is available on OPLA, the YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And you could also find future interviews, including with Mark Herelick, who plays Dr. Herelick. That is coming the week after this one. We have Rob Coletti. And we have the artist Aura and more planned. Some really interesting out-of-the-box ones, I'll say, for the next few weeks and probably months of episodes of OPLA. So lots of fun stuff. Steve, Yurko, how was Japan? You doing okay there?
Japan was great. You know, it'll never quite be as special since you guys weren't there.
Jeez.
You know,
yeah, so and so.
Like I did plenty of One Piece shopping, but good. Never is there someone to be like, look, guys, it's them, or you know, it's a Bluno bartender Bluno acrylic stand at this book off. That's something I bought.
About that, yeah.
I bought it for me.
Great.
Yeah, bought it for me. But good. You know, Japan's great. I always have a good time there. I think, you know, if you followed me on Instagram, that's where I was posting most of my stuff, and that's really where it should stay, in Instagram stories. I feel sorry if anyone has to travel anytime soon. reading
I
the latest
do.
news. You. Well, I'm tugging at my collar for you guys, especially anyone that might be going to Japan soon. Got to the airports early, but yeah, Japan. Food's great, clean, easy to get around. I love it.
Yeah, I'm going away, but I actually don't think I'm missing any podcast episodes because I think we're going during the week. If you want to know my personal life, which you don't.
Was that me? Was that also time for me to plug stuff?
That's really what I
No, you asked me about my vacation.
I only care because I want to live vicariously through you right now, Steve.
Zach, if you didn't care, you'd be like, "How are you?" Well, that's good.
That's what I said.
Go to my website, steveyurko.com. Follow me on social media. Maybe Blue Sky Instagram is probably your best bet. See me there. Listen to me on Prosy Plays Games over on YouTube. Go back and listen to 4Kids Flashback. Upcoming conventions, not so much for me. I think I'll be helping out Sungwon at some in the future, but right now I'm kind of just staying home, which is probably smart.
I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'm legitimately proud that you're staying home more. Yeah, as the homebody.
Oh.
Yeah, here, Stephen, where can people find you?
I'm on Blue Sky, stephenpaul.bsky.social, and I guess I could. I'll just say it here since I was teasing stuff about this. That I didn't realize that it had actually been announced so long ago, because I guess it was sometime last year. But something that I've been doing this week, which has been a lot of fun, is it is a 20-year circle coming back around. I am working with Kodansha on their upcoming print omnibus revival of the Beck manga, which was my very first professional job, and they currently sell the old Tokyo Pop editions that I did as digital, but they are not really redoing as much as just kind of like going back. We're revisiting and kind of revising stuff, and so at this point right now, I am just redoing and retouching a lot of the old, first and second volume translation stuff for Beck, which I think is just going to be called Beck. I don't think it's going to be called Mongolian Chop Squad.
Oh, they're finally not afraid of being sued? That's amazing.
I think so. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what went into that decision in the first place, but
well, we haven't heard a peep out of him in a while, so maybe now's the time to strike.
To Beck?
Mr. Mongolian Chop Squad. Yeah.
Yeah, Beck D Mongolian Chop Squad himself.
His name was Beck D Odelay.
The will of Beck.
Well, that's exciting news. That's cool.
Awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. Like just going back to it and being like, wow, this actually feels very different from so many other manga that I've worked on in between. So it's fun to be reminded of that.
And Akana Banashi, I know, is hitting up chapter 200 next week, right?
Yeah, I just worked on that. Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's so wild.
They come out much faster than One Piece.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
But I'm enjoying so far the setup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious how this is going to go.
Yeah, it's getting good.
Yeah. And the art, as always, that dancing, I love it. If that's a spoiler, whatever. Alex, where can people find you?
I'm on Blue Sky at Dude Exclamation. Weeb Simpsons is also on Blue Sky at Weeb Simpsons. SuperArtFight.com. We have a Patreon now. I guess it's patreon.com/superartfight. Please join it. See old shows. And if you're in the Baltimore DMV area this Saturday, you can see a live show with me. It's our friend and co-host Marty's last show ever, and we are sending him off in style. I will be doing a tag team with my tag team's Team Spaceballs, which previously has only been seen at MagFest. This is my first time at a bar show as me, not as a character, so it's very special. Please come if you are in the area or would like to be in the area. It's going to be great. At the Auto Bar this Saturday at
5 p.m.
Go superartfight.com for details.
Thank you. You can find me at zachlogan.com on Blue Sky, and that's it. You could find the podcast at onepiecepodcast.com, youtube.com/onepiecepodcast, or wherever you get your podcasts, or social media, just about. I think I really promoted myself plenty with just listen to the interviews. They're fun. They're good. And they're all very everyone's been very honest and open and definitely worth a listen. They've all been great so far. So Ken, or archivist, or the other, you called
Whipping
him something
boy?
else.
Was that the
Whipping boy? Is it?
cabin boy?
Cabin boy? Has been putting together a tournament for us that was seeded thanks to Alex. We're not doing the Sungwon random thing.
I didn't do any of the seating. I just
that
yelled
bullshit.
No. Don't do that
To be fair, I didn't do any of the seating. I just yelled at people to seed the fucking thing.
Yes, and I listen when Alex yells at me.
Oh, so you're like an associate producer, kind of.
That's right. That's right. I was a former PA, and now I'm an AP.
Yeah, there you go.
I forget if that joke was even on air.
I don't think it was.
And
That was
a
5
BMF
hours ago.
besides. Yeah, so let's talk about this fucking bracket.
So I don't know, I assume, I have to listen to the SGS. I'm still a little behind, but I'm assuming you did not mention the results of this.
They did not.
No,
I did not think so. You also recorded before it ended, so that would make sense.
That too.
So for week 2, we had the matches of Water 7 Enies Lobby versus Egghead. And believe it or not, Water 7 won 32-5. Whole Cake Island beat Shabari Archipelago 20-17.
Wow,
so that's very
really
close. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Paramount War against Baratier. The War won 25-12.
That's a tough one for me to call.
Yeah,
I think
That's
I assume
that's
Steve
a
would probably...
decent showing for Baratier.
I agree.
That is a decent showing, yeah. Especially against
that's
the war, you know.
For me personally, I think that's one that I would have trouble with.
We have Jaya Skypea versus Elbaf, and yes, Jaya Skypea won. I am surprised 31-5.
I'm not. The arc's not done yet.
Yeah,
No,
it's hard. Yeah,
I know. I just feel like a lot of recency bias usually, just like generally, it's
that's
not
true.
Speaking to our community or anything, but it's always like I have the opposite of that. I'm always like, let's see how I feel in like 10 years. Anyway, Alabasta beat Zoe, believe it or not, 33-4. Wano beat Thriller Bark 20-17. That's close. Drum beat Impel Down. There you go, Steven. 22-15. Just for you. That's just for you. And Arlong Park beat Dressrosa 28-10.
That's too close.
This week's I have not. There's Alex for you. So I have not seen these results until just now. For week 3, some of these were very, very close from what I've heard. I'm okay. Surprised by some of these. Water 7 Enies Lobby versus Whole Cake Island. Water 7 once again takes that title 23-13.
They took the cake.
Surprised by that spread. Oh, you're right. That
Thank you,
much
Steven.
better.
Hey, that cake, by the way, where are you going to take it? To the store to see the other cakes.
Jaya Skypea beat the Paramount War 25-12. Alabasta versus Wano. Alabasta wins 22-15.
That's very close.
And our closest match is Arlong Park and Drum Island. 19-17. Arlong Park eked out the victory there.
Oh wow! As of an hour ago, they were tied.
They were tied. So
they were tied
and messed
so
it up.
Did these just closed, I guess.
They did. They closed right before
the polls
air.
just closed. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought about like coming in and breaking a tie, but I'm like, I haven't voted on any of these. I just want to see, what our
we're in the semifinals.
Little monsters
folks.
are gonna vote.
That's what we're calling our fans.
I don't know. That's what
not
God
demon
calls
children.
them. That's our demon children, yeah.
Demon Nuggets? Demon Nuggets? Was it?
Or no, what was Brendan's joke? They're not our Domi reversies, they're our homie reversies.
They're homie reversies. Yeah, that's it.
Dude, that's like the name. That should be like the name for the schmucks for every single.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. They're the homie reversies. Yeah. Brendan, nice.
That's gonna be the name of Chopper's attack.
Or Big Mom's if she comes back.
Just dab them in the face, just doing all this. Yeah,
that translates in audio.
This only works on video. The longer I do it, and so.
Okay, the semifinals are this week. You have until we record next Sunday at around 7:30 Eastern. It is Water 7 NES Lobby versus Jaya Skypiea.
Holy shit.
And Alabasta versus Arlong Park.
Holy shit. This is a good Final Four.
Who's voting in this poll? Fans or the podcast? Because it's...
we have
different years, same shit.
Right. That's true, but also, like, I think whatever the final ends up being is going to be a great matchup, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're guaranteed a good one with these four. Yeah.
Also, I'm not going to, go off and say our fans are the best fans, even though they are. But if I think, someone else were running this, or if this was like Twitter One Piece, I feel like Dressrosa would be in the top 4, or maybe Wano even.
Yes.
Elbaf.
Yeah.
Elbaf definitely would be.
God Valley would be its own thing.
Paramount War, I think, for better or worse, definitely would be in the top 4, and I think anywhere else.
I mean, Elbaf does have top 5 character Rocksteady Zebek, so
it does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to do. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Go through who's in the top 100 this week.
I legitimately want to know. I have not seen these results, so let's see where we are. By the way, as of recording time on March 22nd, 76 million votes. Come on, we could do better.
I got to vote I got to vote today. Let's do that.
Yeah, voting ends June 11th. You could vote once per day, or use an incognito window if you really want to.
Or 611, as some people would say.
Yes.
Who would say that, Steve? Okay. In Japan, this is shocking. So let's do top 5. I'll go 5 to 1. Ace, Trafalgar D. Waterlaw, Zoro.
Don't say their full names, please.
No, just for him. Zoro, Luffy, and number 1. Steve, can you guess? Number 1? Who's above Luffy?
It's
Sanji. Sanji. Yeah, I'm shocked. I don't know what happened there. Why is Sanji number 1?
Did they write it out like Vin Smoke Sanji, like his full Christian name?
No, just Sanji, which is right. Whoever did this, which I assume is like you and Greg, good going.
Shueisha.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm going to vote right now, and I was just going down the list, and I gotta applaud Steven again because I forgot that he translated Brownbeard's name to Broundros Beardriguez.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm voting for the eggplant soldier today.
So Japan is its own region. Asia is the other Asia. Trafalgar D. Waterlaw, Nami, Sanji, Zoro, number 1, Luffy. Oceania, whatever. Robin, Trafalgar D. Waterlaw. Why is he there so much? He hasn't even been in the story.
Oh my god, stop being pedantic.
Zoro, Luffy.
No, hold on. He's in OPLA playing Zoro.
There it is. And number 1 in Oceania. I've lost it. Sanji. Sanji is number 1 there too. What is happening this week? Nami. This is in North America. Nami, Robin, Zoro, Luffy, Sanji.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, what are you doing, Steve? Are you cheating?
Sanji's having a moment, huh?
He's been proselytizing the Gospel of Sanji for using our
proselytizing.
New word. New word.
I know the word, I just can't pronounce it. Like most words. Central and South America. Trafalgar Deep Water Law. Nami, Zoro, Luffy, Sanji. What's happening?
Breaking it in.
What is happening? Okay, here we go. Europe. Let's see if you could do it right. Robin, Luffy, Sanji, Zoro. Number 1, Nami.
Wow.
Good choice. Good choices. The Middle East. Zabek. Or Davy D. Zabek. Rox D. Zabek or Davy D. Zabek.
Are they different entries?
No, it's the same. It's a parenthetical. Monkey D. Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Nami. You made it up there at the end. So Zabek is only in the Middle East right now. So not in this one.
His star has fallen.
His star has fallen. Africa. Shanks.
Not Africa. No, he's not. Yeah.
Shanks, Nami, Luffy, Sanji, Zoro. So there you go, Mosshead. That's the rankings that we have right now. Do they have like everyone or no? I guess they don't do that.
No.
Hold on. I'm gonna look up Teach to see if they also have parenthetical DVD Teach or whatever.
Oh God. Yeah,
I don't think so because they haven't referred to him by that name.
Okay, it just says Marshall D. Teach Blackbeard. Okay. That makes
also,
sense.
I need to read this. Dear One Piece fans, it's recently come to our attention that the following characters were not included in the currently ongoing second global One Piece character poll. We sincerely apologize for the omission of Minatomo, parenthetical East Blue, Dadidi, Charlotte Bassans, Charlotte Doze March. I'm so pronouncing these incorrect. Charlotte Campo, Charlotte Hatchie, Charlotte Maple. This brings the total amount to 1567. They're still missing someone.
So what nerd asks for them to be fired for that blunder?
I think
they still don't have Bogart, apparently.
Bogart is who they're missing, who you would think.
Which is insane.
It is really insane.
Yeah, that one.
Which
that
is
one's
good
really
he would just get the Bardock vote for appearing in like 3 panels.
Oh, he's
than
so
Bardock,
cool though.
I would say.
That made me
awesome.
That made me so mad.
Yeah.
For like 5 minutes of my life.
Anyway, we're here to say vote for Dr. Fishbonen. I think that I want Steve to be able to own a figure of Dr. Fishbonen.
It'd be pretty swell. I was in Japan and like they still make freaking whoop slap shit, you know?
Warranted.
It's like they had to sign a contract, like, because they damn well knew he was a meme vote, but it's like he's getting stuff.
Yeah. I mean, once you become a top 100, you get shit. Maybe just vote for Steve Yurko.
That Fishman that's not Jimbei. They were in the
Hack.
They're in top 100. What's his name? Freaking
Hack.
The Magic of Reading Charlotte kid. What's his name?
Montour.
Montour. He hasn't gotten crap. So
the bookmobile guy.
Yeah, the bookmobile
guy. Yeah.
The chicken lover.
But there's hope.
Wow. Let's wrap this up. We'll be back next week with our 1178 recap. Please check out OPLA, which is on the main feed. We also have a separate feed for it, and it's on YouTube and so on and so forth. And the voice you heard today will also be in our interview this week. So look forward to that. But until then, my name is Zach.
My name is Steve.
And my name is Alex.
And that's Steve and Paul. Fuck ice, everyone. Goodbye.
Fuck ice.
Thanks.